when I was just in the car, they was playing like an old, well not old, because he ain't been on the interview he had on Hot 97.
Yeah, man. He just did an interview with Angie Martinez last week. Xanadu, that's why I'm moving retarded.
Hey.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Is that his kid in the video?
I'm not sure. Stop. Give me lit. Gun him on here.
First time I heard this song ever was when I went to Pride last year.
Really?
What? That's not
The
random.
friend that I went with, he has a stereo that he walks around with, and we have everybody following us. A video of a girl dancing on the cop car to twerk. I don't know if y'all saw it.
Yeah.
That was from our speaker. We was
No
behind
way.
Yep, she was dancing on the fucking cop car. This girl, we was like waiting on it to play, and this girl said, play Welcome to the Party by Pop Smoke. So me and my friend like, who the fuck is that? And then we played it, and everybody just started wowing. That was the first time I ever heard that song.
Yeah, nah, the first time I heard him, I was like, yo, if it's fucked up now because, you know, he's not here, but I was like, if Scooby-Doo and 50 Cent had a baby, that'd be his voice.
Oh, shit.
But I was fucking with the track, but like, you know, I'm jaded. Like, young niggas come out, I'm like, But then I heard the second
Scott too,
a little bit. Then I heard the second track and I was like, oh, I could get with this. I kind of like him.
Yeah.
Then I found out he was 20 and I was like, oh shit,
yeah,
he
like
little
because his
baby
voice,
baby.
it sounds deep as
Yo,
fuck.
he seemed like he should be this big ass, massive dude, and he was just so tiny for such a big voice.
Word. R.I.P. to him and his
R.I.P.
family.
to him, Pop Smoke. All right, guys. Well, welcome to the Untamed Gems podcast, episode fucking 2.
Hey.
Thank you to all you guys that actually checked out the first podcast. Like, the responses have been awesome. We really appreciate you guys. Today, you got your girl here, me, Kayla. We got my girl Tara here, one of our other co-hosts.
AKA FOMO Homo.
Unfortunately, Ricky couldn't be with us today. Ricky got to work and get the bag, you know what I mean? So, you know, shout out to the homie. But,
Hey.
we have the femme fatale body bourgeois
Yeah.
here. Yes.
Body bourgeois enough for that.
Yes. We got Shaquetta here as our guest host today. You know, we got Benji chilling in the room, Vanessa's chilling in the room, kicking it with us today. It's a tech family reunion.
It really is.
So we're gonna get it popping for you guys and have a couple laughs. Again, we want to thank you guys for all the support, and you know, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that jazz. We on all streaming services right now. You know, just let us know what you guys think. We definitely want y'all to be involved in the mix, so definitely stay with us. But so just to get started, we started talking about Pop Smoke a little bit beginning, and we want to say RIP to him first and foremost. It's terrible every time we see a young person go so soon, especially in the violent way that he went. You know, it's a lot of crazy shit going on with that whole situation. There's a lot of speculation right now. But for those that don't know, Pop Smoke passed away this past week at 20 years old, just at the start of his career and finally, you know, making some noise around the country and putting on for New York. And he's definitely gone too soon within a home invasion where they came into his home and took his life. There's a lot of reports still coming back for that. You know, I don't know, but if we can talk about it a little bit, but I don't want to go too much into the details because we want to be respectful to his family and what's going on and make sure we got our facts straight before we talk shit. Because there's a lot of craziness, you know, involving family members and people that were there and things that are going on that a lot of the messages are mixed. You know, they've already had a guy arrested that wasn't even involved. So we definitely want to be sensitive to that, but we wanted to show him a little bit of love at the top of our show because, you know, we got to stop the violence and all these young people dying. So many young people in hip-hop going right now. So definitely RIP to him. But
was he alone at the house?
No. From what I understand, he had a party going on. Last that I heard from the reports, it was something to the effect of somehow 10 minutes before it happened, they had just deadbolted the door. There were a couple people still left at the house, but nothing was taken physically aside from his life, and there were other people there. So
why were they saying it's a robbery?
Well, I mean, I think that's the easiest way to explain it, because someone came into his home, but really nothing was taken, and there's some surveillance video. They're trying to figure out who was involved and what the reasoning was. As of right now, they can't even solidify if he knew who the person was. So it's a real touchy situation.
I saw a video that they was saying was like cameras outside the house.
Yes.
Two guys.
Yeah.
Coming from different angles going in the house or some shit.
Yeah, and I know they were able to see some faces, but like there's nothing solidified just
like,
yet. Yeah, it's definitely sad.
I heard too that the call to 911 came from somebody in New York.
What?
I don't know how true it is, because
because there's so many different things going around. Yeah.
I heard that too. Like he might have been on the phone with somebody when it was happening.
Or maybe it was just a New York number. Because it's been a New York number and they were out there or something.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, and it's sad because, like, when you look at what's been going on, one of the things that you see so many celebrities showing him love, and what everybody's been saying is, like, he moved to LA to get away from the bullshit. He was really trying to get on his stuff. I heard, Angie Martinez talking about it. She had him on for an interview last week. She was talking about how, he showed her some tracks, and he was really trying to get in his artist bag and expand what he was doing, and, really, really make a name for himself, So it's really sad to see him go so soon. I mean, just to wrap up this sad beginning to our podcast, I definitely wanted to read a quote that I found on Instagram. That I felt like kind of encompasses why this is such a sad situation. It's a Pop Smoke quote saying, "I make music for that kid in the hood that's got to share a room with like 4 kids. The young kids growing up in poverty. I make music for that kid who got beef, thinking how they gonna get to school. Those people might try to kill me, but I still gotta get my diploma from my mom. I make music for kids like that who know they just gotta keep going. That there's a better way. That's who I really make it for."
Yeah. No, I thought that was a dope quote.
Yeah, and especially because you hear a lot of people right now talking about the violence aspect of it, and life imitates art. But I feel like people are forgetting the fact where these young artists are coming from and the environments that they coming from. Like, they're really doing the best that they can, and they're basing their lives off the images that they're seeing. So when they finally learn that there's better and they're trying to make a difference for themselves and grow and change at 20 years old, there's probably a lot of things that you're doing wrong, because all of us at 20 were stupid.
Yeah, but my thing is, even look at Jay-Z. He started out talking about stuff like that.
Fucking billionaire.
Yeah. And I mean, it changes as you grow, so you gotta kind of just give people the chance to change and become better people. Yeah,
and you can't put that blame on him saying that life imitates art, because at the same time, that was his life before the art existed. He's talking about what his life is like. Like, you hear any of these New York rappers talking about him, they were like, nah, that kid's legit. This is not cap. This is not, this is who he is. So, I think he was kind of letting people into a side of Brooklyn that he lived in and what he experienced. And, it's just sad that we didn't get to see the full fruits of what he had to offer to this world.
Yeah, unfortunately, too, what was I going to say? That shit sells. Like, people want to hear that shit. When you're in your car bumping that shit, like, it sounds good. I mean, at the end of the day, like, we all want to hear fuck shit.
Exactly.
As long as they got a good beat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And a little chorus. Sing along to.
Right.
Welcome to the body. Like, come on.
To turn up to.
Exactly.
He definitely was doing that. So.
Yeah, so we definitely want to send our condolences to his family and friends and those that love him, that he wasn't just a rapper too. Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of times when stuff like this happens, people forget that they got families, they got mothers, they got siblings, they got children, out there that love them, and they don't see him as Pop Smoke. They see him as a young man from their family. So we definitely want to give some love and light to them.
Yeah, like I said last episode with Kobe, the whole thing is people want to amount you to just your mistakes. They don't want to amount you to all the successes you made and all the growth that you made from that mistake.
Exactly.
So
And I'm hoping that by next episode, we don't have to give condolences to anybody.
Yeah.
First 2 episodes, we've kind of had to start a little bit dark, but I think it's important to make sure that we're showing the proper respect to those people, and using our voices and our platform to
and
do
it's
that.
Black History Month, so
Yes. Well, actually, before we get into some of the other stuff, we can get into some Black History stuff, being that we do have Shaquetta here, and that's a big part of that. Just to introduce her to you guys, Shaquetta is a local business owner in this area. She has a company called Body Boudoir, where she is selling homemade quality body products at an affordable price for us
that we both use.
Yes, and it's not bullshit. We don't got her here because she's just a homie. We got her here because we fuck with her products.
I definitely do. Y'all been buying stuff from me since. They are legit my real live customers.
Hey.
Bought more than one. Everything so
bought it for my mama, bought it for her auntie.
The products, I believe.
Nah, it's real.
It's the truth.
Y'all
been purchasing me since I started to
child. Yeah, and you've got super quality products. So we wanted to take a moment, especially in Black History Month, to highlight a Black entrepreneur out here and give her some love and give her flowers for taking the efforts that she do, because she busts her ass in that kitchen putting this stuff together with her hands and her regular job still, flicking the wrist, you know what I mean? But she, we wanted to definitely show you some love. So tell us a little bit about the product, what you sell, how'd you get started, why? We want to know a little bit about what you're doing.
I got into this because I honestly needed to bring something to bring out my creative side. And I'm just a hands-on kind of person, especially me being a Pisces, we just be...
Y'all different.
Just different. Something. So I started making this stuff actually because of my dry skin. And having mild eczema and shit or whatever, and buying them expensive ass lotions.
Ain't nobody got
that
time
shit
for
don't
that.
be working all the time. If you feel like you just be putting on a thick, I just hate it. So I started looking up stuff to help me, and then I was doing a few things, playing around with stuff, and I'm like, oh, I could make some of this shit myself. I was making stuff, following YouTube and shit, and I'm like, yo, it's just not coming out right. It's just not coming out right. I actually went to a class with a lady who sells soaps, scrubs, all that stuff, and she teach classes for small business owners or people who just want to learn how to make them. Paid for that class, sat there with her all day, left with the stuff I made, and I was like, I fucking got it. I got it now, I could do it. And then I just was using it, started telling people about it. People started just wanting to try it and buy it from me from shit, and then it just went from there. It ain't huge yet, but eventually one day it will be.
Yes.
I make
manifest your truth.
Yes.
all natural products. Well, coconut oil, mango butter, shea butter, all that good stuff. Cocoa butter, blend it together, make body butters. I call them whipped body frostings because it's like cake frostings.
And too, and
I be wanting to eat
taste
it.
good.
Especially that buttercream.
Yes.
They eat you alive.
Yeah.
Because that buttercream is something different. But sugar scrubs, lip scrubs, and lip balms. Soon I'm gonna be adding other stuff to the line, like bath salts. I gotta play around, that stuff takes time. I have to test it out on my own skin because I have sensitive skin, so I have to make sure it works on me. With my sensitive ass skin, I know if it's doing something to me, it'll do something to somebody else. So I always test them out for a while, couple weeks, try everything, make sure there's no reactions and stuff to it, and just put it out there for everybody to buy. It comes in a bunch of different scents. There's something for everybody with Body Boudoir. For men, for women, you can use some of the stuff on kids, everything. So
yes, and just to let y'all know too, we're gonna definitely make sure we put that on our social media so you guys know where to find her. And for our melanin brothers and sisters, I know that hydrating your skin is extremely important this time of year. I know y'all got a lotion in the car, in your job drawer, and your purse, and your wallet. We got one everywhere because black may not crack, but it definitely turn white in the wintertime.
It definitely do.
So,
and I can't stress that enough for men too. Men
be ashy.
You could scrub.
Yes.
Scrub.
Yes.
And it feels good. Like,
feels good.
it does.
helps
it's called
get
taking
rid
care of
dead
yourself.
skin,
Self-care.
It smoothens your skin out. Or I be telling men, they be like, "What you got for men? What you got for men? What you want?"
I'm focused.
I
Yes,
recommend,
honey.
like
It's
lemongrass
unisex.
and stuff for men.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have some guys that buy buttercream, strawberry. What you like is what you like.
Yes.
As long as it feels good on your skin and you good.
And it smells bad.
Yes,
It
and let
does.
me tell you, you know when I knew it was for real? When I bought the scrub off you, the body scrub. Like, you know, for those that don't know, it's something that you use in the shower. You put that on there and you let it rinse off. I hate putting on lotion when I get out the shower. It makes me feel oily.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm lathering myself
Getting
in
right in the
grease.
bed is
Like getting in the bed, I feel like I'm gonna stain my sheets and shit with all this lotion on. I got out the shower and was like, ooh, a bitch don't need lotion.
You sure don't.
And I sure stay, and especially in the summertime, because you know us girls that our thighs touch.
Oh, gosh.
When in the summertime, your leg, you gotta put some deodorant between your
gotta
legs so
put-
your legs don't shit don't like. Yeah, you don't want stains in your clothes and shit. It's just too much. But it was nice because you know you get that nice little shave. You ready to put your little short shorts on, and your legs is nice and smooth. Your man like, you know, it's nice. So I was like, it's so important that she has it, and the prices, I can't stress how affordable they are. Homegirl told me her prices, and I was like, yo, you need to bring them up.
I actually did just bring them up a little bit.
But they like, but it's still
affordable.
not a
Yes.
lot.
Like,
Like,
I wouldn't charge, like, I see other companies, and to each his own, you gotta make a profit, you gotta pay for your supplies. I see some companies that be charging for some of the same stuff, and I'll be like, listen, I wouldn't buy it. Just because I feel like, you know, a certain amount is just too much.
Yes.
$20 for a 4-ounce jar. I'm not knocking nobody who do. Charge
Yeah.
what you charge. Charge what you feel you need to charge
Yeah.
for the work you put in. But I try to make sure I keep my prices consistent and my products consistent so that people will come back.
Yes.
Because fly through
Exactly.
the little $10 jars.
Yeah.
And you coming back by.
Yes,
Listen,
and that's the thing
I'll be
that's
like, yes, whatever you
awesome.
want.
That's what's awesome with you as well is that you clearly care about your customer. Like you said, you test it on yourself
Absolutely.
before you put it
Everything
on
I do,
anybody
I
else.
tested for weeks. before I
Yes,
even
so
say I got
that's
it.
something that a lot of business owners are missing because they don't really care
They put
necessarily
wild
what's
shit in
happening
there. Yeah.
to the person that they're giving it to. So the fact that she's making the effort to like, yo, if I wouldn't use it myself, I ain't gonna give it to you.
Right.
It makes you trust her product.
Oh, yeah,
which
for
is
sure.
really, really dope.
Cause it's crazy. I go like, you know, before I started doing my pricing and ingredients and stuff, I was going to stores like Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, anywhere who sell that stuff, just reading the ingredients in them, see how much they was selling, what size jars and stuff for. But then you think about it too, a lot of that stuff is manufactured in big portions.
Yeah.
So they have to put different ingredients in it for it to be able to sit on the shelf for that long.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of stuff that you wouldn't even be able to pronounce, and then you Google it and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't be on your body.
right.
Yeah, and
I
that's
try
the
to make
crazy
sure
part.
my ingredients, everything is clear on the label. It's only a few things. I make sure everybody knows exactly what's in it, what you're putting on your skin. And like you said, I wouldn't sell my clients or customers anything that I wouldn't use on myself.
Yes. And one thing I want to say too, just to piggyback on what you're saying too about your product, being that you use natural products, like you said, a lot of these companies that are larger, they're using preservatives and stuff to keep it on the shelf. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. I got a body butter that's been sitting in my house for almost a year, and that shit still work, and it's not gone bad. Like, she's using natural products, and it lasts. It's got a long shelf life, so you know it's actually worth the buy that you're getting. It's not gonna go. You know, it's not like she's using a bunch of natural products, and it's gonna be gone very quickly, and you're not gonna be able to use it. You get your money's worth out of it. So
Yeah,
And you will
definitely.
know exactly when it's not good. Like, the shelf life is usually like a year to 2 years, but you will know because the smells change, the consistency change, it turn colors. You know what I'm saying? Like the butters and stuff get rancid.
yes, that's
You
not
would
what
know
you
what it
want.
is.
Mine doesn't even last that long.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially buttercream.
Honey,
That's her.
that's my favorite.
That's my
though.
girl.
Vanilla scrub.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
vanilla scrub.
Yeah.
No, but I like the little
buttercream.
lip scrub too because it tastes so good.
They do taste good. It make you just want to
Like you want to just
lick it
like
off your lip,
actually
Pop Rocks or
eat
some
it.
shit.
Yes, and I'm like, you're not supposed to eat this.
Nah.
Chill. That's not what this is
It won't
for.
kill you. It won't really hurt you.
But you're not supposed
you're
to.
not supposed to eat.
Yeah.
But that's the good thing about like a lot of the oils and stuff that I use, like in the scrubs. Almond oil, people use that to cook with. Grapeseed oil, people use it to cook with. Avocado oil, that's in the body butters.
Yeah.
Cocoa butter. I use stuff that, you know, people cook with, people use on an everyday basis.
My laptop's already done, guys.
Oh, that's cool.
But even like your packaging, I'm always like, when I open it, it's always like a bunch of confetti and stuff.
Yeah, I always put colorful stuff.
And it just makes me happy.
Yes.
I'm like, oh
Thank
shit,
you.
my delivery's here.
Yes.
Right?
I appreciate y'all for supporting me from the
No
beginning.
doubt, yeah.
I really do. It means a lot to me.
We gotta support each other because, like, if we want to get somewhere, we
Yeah.
need you need people.
Right. It should always start with the people that's around.
There's one behind the TV. Sorry, guys. We're
That's
trying to
all
find
good.
an outlet.
Kayla over here trying to get her stuff.
Yo, man, y'all know I don't be prepared.
I mean, you were more prepared today than last, and you came on time, so I am impressed.
See, y'all better y'all heard that? The white girl said the black woman was on fucking time. I was 3 motherfucking minutes early. Let's talk about it.
No,
Yo.
for real, though, 'cause
And I came with drinks.
I was talking shit too, so I had to eat my words. I was like, oh shit.
Black
baby.
people don't always run on CP time.
Most of the
Just
time
don't.
they do. I made it on time today too.
Yes.
I thought I wasn't gonna make
We
it. I
both
told
came on
Kayla
time.
I might have been a little bit late. I made it.
But you probably got lost because you didn't know, you never been here
Yeah, I was
before.
riding around. That's why I texted her like, is
Man.
it next to a shopping complex or something?
Yes.
Can I-
yeah.
My GPS was like arrived, and I was like nail salon.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I got everything right here.
Yeah,
You
no,
really do. You don't
not
have
for
to go
nothing.
far to
Like,
do anything.
for real, Tara got everything right here, and I ain't gonna lie.
Shopping center.
When she
Yeah.
told me where she lived at, I was like, hold on, I'm a little dark skinned to be going up there after dark. They, you know,
making
my,
private shit.
yo, I was like, my license plate say Patterson, yo. Them cops gonna be like, what kind of drugs are you bringing here?
Or like, oh, I don't even got nothing. What are you talking about?
Right. Well, at least not today. But anyway.
I haven't had
It's already
issues.
gone.
I haven't
Right, it's
had
gone.
issues with the
Don't
cops
worry.
around here yet, except for her with her car because she got a. Yeah. Except for her with her car, she got it's loud and her sound system is loud.
Mm-hmm.
And she got decals on the front, so they're like, and her windows are tinted, so they're like, yeah, you can have a tint, blah blah. And I'm just like,
Yeah, stuff
okay,
that.
you're not really. It's not legal for you to pull her over for that, but all right.
But whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just give you a warning this time. I'm like, fuck out of here.
Right? For real.
And then they want to see my ID, and I'm like, excuse me, what do you need to see my ID for?
Right.
I literally live right there.
You're so annoying.
I'm telling you. I mean,
Anyways.
they give the good cops a bad name.
And
But getting back to our Black History conversation, like we said, we just want to give you your
shout
flowers,
out to
and we
the good
thank you
cops.
so much for coming through.
yes.
Shout out to
she's gonna
Shaquetta.
stick around with us for the rest of our conversation, but right now, I know in the Black community, it's a big conversation about creating generational wealth and starting businesses and actually creating a community where we're supporting each other. And I feel like that's extremely important. And it's not just Black people; it's all people of color. Like we all in this together. They all hate us, so we might as well fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? Especially
I
like
don't hate you guys. I love you guys.
we know you don't hate us.
I'm a
But Tara,
minority too, I guess.
You're also a lesbian, so they don't
Yeah.
like you either.
Right.
And you're Italian, so you're basically Puerto Rican.
I get that often. Everybody's like, I thought you were Puerto Rican. I'm like, nah, but I'll take it, whatever. I hang out with enough of them.
Right? That's what happens when you grow up state.
Exactly.
But
And then go to tech.
right?
Right.
But yeah, no, we definitely, like I said, we definitely want to show you some love because we love what you're doing. We love the products you're doing. We hope you continue.
Thank you. I will.
I know we can find you on Instagram. Like I said, we're gonna post that on our IG so you guys can find her easily. But do you have any events coming up? I know you be doing pop-up shops every once in a while, things like that.
Last year I was on a pop-up spree for a couple of
It was a lot going on though last year. It's still the
Like,
beginning of the year.
It was.
So.
But I don't have any pop-up scheduled right now. My birthday's coming up and I have too much stuff going on. But I will have some coming up soon, and I will definitely let you guys know. I'm working on my website. I was supposed to be selling my stuff on Etsy and something else, but I changed my mind and have somebody helping me with a website. So that'll be up soon. But you can find me at Body Boudoir LLC on Instagram and Body Boudoir LLC on Facebook.
Check her out, guys.
Yes. I'm telling you, yo. And can you just like, because we keep talking about how awesome your prices are, can you let us know what a price range looks like? Because I think they think that we're gonna be bullshitting them.
No.
And it's really, you got some dope ass prices on what we doing.
It's nothing crazy. Like I told you, I did go up on the prices just a teensy bit. But
hey, you gotta get them products done.
I feel, it is what it is, but it's still affordable. It's nothing crazy. All my clients don't really care. They're like, whatever, just send me how much it costs. But 4-ounce jars of body frostings and scrubs are $10. 8-ounce jars are $16, and lip balms and lip scrubs are $5.
Does anybody want one?
I do.
That's pina colada, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, but that's about it. And buy a few, might get gym.
You know what I mean? And the packaging is so cute.
$16 and $5.
Stay moist out there, guys. Come on.
Stay moist.
Come on.
That wind is rough, man.
Right?
You gotta get it
Child,
right.
this wind that temperature dropped off. That is about a bitch.
Yeah, and that's the day you want to feel nice and moisturized when you
Right? The fucking temperature dropped it like it's hot in the last 24 hours. I'm not with it.
Nah.
And it's not hot, so it's definitely just dropped.
Dropping like it's cold.
Dropping like it's cold.
Way too much.
Okay, so moving on a little bit forward. So we got a couple more things we want to add to our little Black History segment for y'all, because this is our last podcast of the Black History Month. You guys will hear from us again in March. One, I did see this really cute post on Facebook today. I definitely want to put it on our IG so everybody can see. Yeah, y'all know Disney don't be making Disney princesses except for Tiana.
And they barely show.
And that's barely. She was a frog for most of the movie.
Honestly.
Aww.
Right? Like, how you supposed to kiss a frog prince and he become a prince and you became a frog in the process?
Right.
That's about a bitch.
But what about Moana? Oh, no, but she's like Hawaiian.
She's a person of color, but she's not black.
Okay.
She's Hawaiian.
She's of some kind of descent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but
Because I fucked with Moana too.
that's
that
my bit. That's my bit. I like
that was a good
Moana.
movie.
She like to play in the water and she don't listen to her daddy. That sounds like I could relate. But yeah, I saw this awesome post where they put they were like, well, if we don't get no more black people as a princess, we gonna just make them all black. And it was so cute. They called them princesses because they made all of the Disney princesses as black women, but they used African print. It was so freaking cute. They had everybody from Sleeping Beauty to Moana to the chick from Brave, Ariel. It was really, really cute.
It's really creative.
Yeah, it was super creative. And I think back to what we was talking about before we started about representation, that's so important because I ain't seen nobody that looked like me besides the sister twins back in the day.
Facts.
True.
And if you a little more brown skinned than me, there was very few people. And Naomi Campbell is just really skinny, so we really didn't relate. And Tyra. You see all them posts where they're like, oh, black shows used to make you want to go to college back in the day. All they want to make you do now is become an Instagram thought. No, that true. Fucking sucks.
I like Living Single, though.
He used to always have black college sweatshirts.
Yes. Yeah. Different World was my shit. It was a lot of really cool stuff like that. So we don't, a lot of the kids now, they don't have those representations. So it's really cool to see somebody take the initiative to put something together that was really cute. And I'm going to put those clips up on the Instagram so you guys can see what we're talking about, because obviously this is audio so you guys can't see it, but it was really dope and I felt like it was dope enough to bring up. Now, I want to bring up something now. Black folk, I'm talking to y'all. I know that we be in our feelings about how we get treated in this country, and we are absolutely right. But we need y'all to not do no fuckery in the process. Y'all can't make us all look bad. Y'all heard about the homie that kidnapped the white chick?
Oh, God.
And made her watch Roots?
That is unbelievable, man.
Bruh.
So we absolutely sure that's real.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. His name was
Charlamagne said it's real,
Lee.
so I'm going with it.
Oh no, his name was Robert Lee. That
she
sounds
can't
like
get over that. It's people named Robert Lee.
Exactly, that's a common name.
Is Minnie Lee.
Oh man,
listen, my aunt on her birth certificate says Baby Freeman.
That's that middle name.
I do not know this man.
Sorry to this
Shoot, my grandmother don't even got the right date of birth on her birth certificate. I don't hear shit. But for those that don't know, homeboy kidnapped the chick and he's smiling in his mugshot. He was sitting there with a big ass cheesy smile, talking about some, I'll make her ass watch Root. She gonna understand what we going through. But the shit backfired. So like I was telling y'all before, Charlamagne gave him Donkey of the Day because he out here making the black race look crazy. I know we make them jokes, but you ain't supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck you thinking, bruh? Homie said they asked the chick after they I guess they like did a news report with her or whatever, and they were like, you know, do you understand, you know, why black people feel the way that they do and the racism that goes towards black people? Do you have a better understanding after watching Roots Under Duress? She said, yeah, I understand why white people don't like black people now.
Did they know each other? Like, how did he
that's what I'm wondering. Like, what made you say, Pikachu, I choose you?
Yeah. Pikachu, I choose you.
Bruh. Like, what did he wake up thinking that morning that he was like, so, I'm gonna kidnap a white person today. It's lit.
I can see, like, if she was, like, being racist to him.
Sit through all the Roots. Like, they made us watch that in 5th grade. And mind you, my teacher wasn't shit. He gonna sit here and be like, look at me like, Caleb, we're talking about your culture while I'm sitting in a room full of white kids. And they all looking at me like, yo, they did this to your great. No, I don't know. I won't there.
I do not know that,
I don't know. My grandma's last name is Freeman. We might not have even been slaves. But if that is what happened, I don't need y'all to look at me like that happened to me yesterday. Like, we can discuss this and educate everybody without singling me out.
You know how kids are, though. Kids are always trying to find something to, like, bully people about or something different. That you're different.
True, but my teacher, I felt fucking attacked. Homie said, we there in the middle of the class, and we discussing the one page of Black history that's in the history book. You know, they got like a half a paragraph in there about the Civil Rights Movement and shit. So, homie says to the whole class, hey guys, do you know why Kayla would be going through a lot more than the rest of us right now? Because she's got it double worse. And I'm sitting there like, this what we about to do? So all the white kids in there looking at me confused and shit. They don't know what the fuck he talking about. I was like, cause I'm black and I'm a female. Exactly! And I'm like, I saw what you was trying to do, bruh. But like, that was racist as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not professional at all.
It's not. And I was in 5th grade, so, you know, I'm sitting there confused. I done fucked up my hips, so I was on crutches and shit. So I'm like, y'all singling me out and I'm fucking crippled. Like, it was not a good time.
They good for doing that shit. My homegirl told me her college professor, because, you know, black girls, we change our hair all the time.
Yes.
You might see me next week with a totally different hairstyle. It's just what we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she said her teacher, her professor, she had took her tracks out and came. She has nice hair, you know.
Yeah.
We ain't always bald under the weave. She had nice hair or whatever, and her professor said to her, "Oh, you finally let it out."
Bruh. Yo, I used to have kids.
Her old white professor was like, "You finally let it out," and I was like,
"Yo, I've had people legit. Yeah, I've had people legit like, that's your hair." Because when I was younger, I mean, y'all know from high school, my hair used to be down to my ass.
Yeah, not long.
Yeah, so people like, yo, that's really your hair? You don't got tracks in it? And I'm like, no, this grew from mine. Can I touch it, though? Like, like you short? I'm like, go ahead, pull it, if it means that much to you.
I don't let nobody touch my hair.
Well, that was when I was young and uninformed. When I was young and uninformed.
Jab you.
Yo, fact.
Back in the day, she used to be like, yo, what the fuck you... No. But I was young and uninformed. I grew up with kids with Clifton, so I got used to it.
Somebody just, you know, like...
You don't want their germs.
Some people will just be like, oh, can I touch it? Don't touch me.
No, I
don't touch me.
I don't want people touching me neither. Don't touch my fucking hair.
For real.
Even took your fingers out your ass.
Even Vanessa, like, people be like, is that your real hair? And I'm like, yeah. How does that not look like her real hair? Like, she's just a redhead. Like, you've never seen her.
Exactly.
She got red tracks and shit.
Right? Like, do I ask to touch your butt because your butt is big? No.
Right.
I might want to, but I ain't asked. That's rude. But, yeah, so
Consent is important, though.
It really is. Don't say, can I touch it while you're reaching for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah.
Or they'll be like, oh my God, you got a new hairdo? Oh, you bought that, so it's not yours. Bitch, I paid for it. It's fucking mine.
Or when I have fucking braid extensions all the way to my ass and somebody be like, oh, is that your real hair, bitch? You know I'm saying my fucking hair. Don't ask me that. But yes,
dumbass questions.
It took a while to get it done.
Right?
Tell them yes.
Like, shit look fly, right?
Flip's hair. Ask me some dumb shit like that. You don't say my fucking hair.
All right? I ain't got time for people. But that is our Black History update. Word to the wise, white people, don't be touching black people hair. We gonna fuck you up, so don't do that. That's not
Just
a bad.
people
that's
in
not a good
general
thing.
don't be
People
touching
in general
people.
don't
Don't
fucking
touch anybody.
right. Like
Yeah.
keep your hands to yourself. Ain't they tell you that shit in school?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's
keep
like the
your
first
fucking
rule we
hands to
learned.
yourself.
That's like the first commandment or some
Right.
shit. I don't know.
I'm telling you, like I'm gonna do like Trump. Somebody touch me, I'm gonna just grab him by the pussy.
You should.
I think that's appropriate response.
Oh no, Caleb, that sounds wild. let's not resort to Trump now. Let's not resort to what the things he's doing.
Like, it was our waitress part-time, and our waitress for many years. People always think they could touch us.
Oh no.
Like,
That's
especially
just
people at the
crazy to
table.
me.
Benji, you a server?
Yeah.
People think they could touch you at the
Yeah.
table, especially old people. Like,
old
not
people
just reach out and touch you, but
disrespectful.
old people have a thing for, like, going, maybe it's just me because I'm black. They just have a thing for,
Like,
like doing
touching you.
stuff
They
like that.
touch your shoulder.
They touch your shoulder or they touch your arm, like, thank you, sweetie. And I'd be like, you don't
See, at least I was
touch
polite.
me.
You don't know.
I was working in a movie theater.
I'm not your friend.
And they do like right, yo. I was working in a movie theater, and they do like these opera performances for the Metropolitan Opera. They'll stream it within the theater, and like all these old people come and watching and shit. I had this like 80-something-year-old man hit me with his motherfucking cane to catch my attention. And the thing is, y'all know I got anger problems, so. Like, my first instinct was turn around and punch that nigga in his face. Because I was like, the fuck you touching me? Like, he kind of hit me hard and the shit kind of hurt. The little old man had some strength on him. But then I turned around and realized he was 80. And I was like, damn, that's some, like, grandpa.
They don't be giving a fuck.
And they really don't. The disrespect. And they ain't gonna get mad at me. Because it was some kids watching the shit. The school trying to give the kids some culture. And they was like, yo, come watch the opera. And why do we have these kids here? They're sitting toward the front. I was like, but you ain't gotta hit me, old
Right.
man, the fuck?
This white little
You
white
know
lady
what?
asked me could she take me home one day from being a waitress, you know.
Girl.
Supposed to take
me,
you
could
home
she
and
take
do
me
what?
Use me to be her fucking servant.
Oh
What
no.
you think she wanted?
I was wondering.
She was like,
Make-
"Just
make
such a
some
good
body,
girl.
but
take
Can
you
I take you home with me?" I was like,
What you doing,
she was like
baby?
90. She was like,
Take you home.
old.
You
And
know,
know
she
they
might have
don't
wanted
have
some
no
body butter.
chill.
You don't
She
know.
want fucking body butter. Her
Yo.
ass wanted to take me home and make me clean her
Hold
shit.
on, but what if no, but not for nothing. Let's break this down a second. What if she ain't just want some body? What if she wanted some body butter?
You know what? That old
'Cause
ass
you
lady
know-
better not have me fucking trying.
I'm just
I don't
saying,
think that's
my grandmother, every time I make a joke that she looking for a boyfriend because she just dyed her hair the other day, her hair mad gray, she was like, nah, we not doing that, go back black. I was like, oh, you looking for a boyfriend? And she was like, no, my boyfriend is the Lord.
Oh,
so
God.
maybe
You
she
know
was
what?
feeling frisky and was like, ooh,
That old ass
this
lady.
nice little chocolate
little
gum
snack.
drop over here, little snacky snack.
She could be my snack and my cleaner. That's she was
Play some precious shit over
right,
here.
girl. I was like, what the fuck?
She's like, I'm an equal opportunity employer, baby.
You wanted some of your buttercream.
I hate you.
Right? She wanted that buttercream.
I'm gonna do it to you.
I'm saying, she was like, "Can I lick you up?" Then
Yeah,
You
I
probably
Dirty.
smelled like your
I probably
buttercream.
did.
Giving off
Such
those
a good
those
girl.
pheromones, and she was
right,
just.
she was like, "Oh, you smell good. Black
That
people like you. I
buttercream
like."
do something to people's senses. That
I'm
ain't
telling
right.
you. Listen, I'm about to put some of that shit on tonight, baby.
Ooh.
I'm trying to get a little. That's the great part about having in-home dick.
Yes.
Because having in-home dick,
in
you
a
get-
home day.
bitch. Put that little call on break, like break my bags, Eddie. Just do it. You got 15 minutes till I'm done with my break. Yo, that's the shit I'm real sad about going home. I can't get quickies in the middle of the day no more. That's some bullshit.
Damn.
I'm like, I'm gonna be in the office wanting some dick, and then I just gotta like look at my ugly ass coworkers that I don't want to deal with.
Oh, tell them to meet you at work. Come through.
Me in the parking lot.
Far. That's too
Yeah.
far. That's too far.
Since it went there.
And then like
Yeah.
it, right, but it be lit, cause like I could get some dick and then make some coffee.
Hey.
You know what I mean? And eat some, like, you know, make my little breakfast and shit and go back to what I was doing like I wasn't doing nothing. It's great. But I talk about to end soon. About to go back into the office.
Gotta
and
get
some
that
bullshit.
money.
Yeah, but so, how was everybody's Valentine's Day?
It was pretty good. I mean,
Y'all so
I'm
cute.
wiped
What y'all
up,
do?
though, so. We went to Jose Tejas. It was cold as fuck that night.
Excuse me.
I was
Oh my
like
God, these fucking
regretting
Smirnoff.
saying we should go out. I was like, damn, why don't we just stay home and get takeout? So next year, that's what we doing. We're staying home and getting takeout.
Yeah.
Because it was way too cold for us to be outside.
Plus, it gets so packed in those restaurants.
It was an hour away, so we went to Target across the highway and we were just walking around. I was trying hats on and shit.
Everybody loves Target.
Looking like
Right.
fucking Carmen Sandiego and
Yes.
shit.
I saw that picture.
But it was cute. We had a good time. Then what did we do after? I don't even know. We came home and ate strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries or
Oh,
something.
y'all sexy.
Right? Ain't they so cute?
Y'all sexy.
I swear they so freaking cute. You should have heard them talking about they Harry Potter adventure for Tara's birthday. It was so freaking cute.
Oh, y'all look like y'all had
They
so much
adorable.
fun.
We did. We did.
Like,
have
I live
fun.
vicariously
Like,
through them.
I
They're so
didn't
cute.
feel like shit turning 30 because we were in like Disney and
Yeah.
Universal, so I felt
Right.
like a kid. So shout out to Vanessa for that.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody needs to find themselves a Vanessa or somebody like Vanessa.
Yeah, Vanessa's the homie. We love you, Vanessa.
That's a beautiful thing.
Actually playing Call of Duty right now.
She really is. She
So,
really up some
how
shit.
was your Valentine's Day?
Well, I'm single. Anything.
You can love on yourself.
But
Hey.
I went out, me and my friend. She's newly single. And you know what's funny? Because last year we were supposed to get together around like December or something. She had just lost her grandfather and she was living with her boyfriend. But she stood me up for her boyfriend. We talked about this shit for days before we were supposed to go. And then the day of, I'm like, so we still good for tonight or whatever. And then she's like, I just ordered some food. I completely forgot. I'm in the house with my boyfriend. She played me. So I was mad at her and haven't talked to her.
The dick will make you do that.
She was like, I had a dick appointment. I'm sorry,
But
though.
now they not together no more. So I was like, she's like, you want to do something for Valentine's Day? I'm like, don't be trying to fucking chill with me because you know I'm single and now you single. So now you want to hang out. No, but we had fun. We went to a hole in the wall bar in Hillside called
Okay.
Carly's. And they had like good food and good drinks and shit. And they had a DJ. There was some old heads in there. Like everybody in there was like 30 to 45. And aunties and uncles, they don't fuck around. Like, they was lit. They was drunk.
I'm
they was
telling
twerking on
you.
each other.
Yes.
It was fun. It ended up being actually a good time.
Hey.
That sounds awesome.
And I got some chocolates from the bartender. I don't know. She didn't give none to my friend. She gave some to me. And my friend was like, I wonder why I didn't get no chocolates while we was in here. And I
It
was
really
like,
is.
What's with the women?
It's the butter.
It's the buttercream.
She gave me a heart box with chocolate. She was like, hey, this is for you. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day to me.
Right.
Yes, that's what it is.
So I gotta tell y'all, I was almost real mad at my man for Valentine's Day. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to be the good girlfriend that like didn't act like I was mad because I ain't get nothing. At first, right? So we went because for my birthday I said I was going to North Carolina. So I'm officially 30, guys. We can discuss that a little later. But my 30th birthday was pretty cool. But Valentine's Day, I was in North Carolina. I ended up in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, Carborough. My aunt is a singer. She's fucking fire. She had a fire ass band there. So we met her up at a bar or whatever. It was hella white people. It was like 5 black people in the bitch. And what's crazy is the lead singer is like this crazy guitarist, and he's also black with the most amazing beard in the world. But they were fucking sick. So I'm sitting there the whole day and I was like, so this nigga, he gonna act like he ain't know we was going on vacation, ain't gonna buy nothing. And then my cousin getting shit for his girl, and we staying at my cousin's house and we helping him with his Valentine's Day gift. And I was like, so I'm really gonna get nothing. But I was like, we went on vacation, we spending money on me, be cool. He was so cute, guys. We got back after that long-ass 10-hour trip, driving back from North Carolina, and I walk in the house, and I'm just trying to get in my crib because I'm exhausted. And he goes, Happy Valentine's Day, babe. And I look over, and there's this cute-ass teddy bear and chocolates and this whole thing. My sister-in-law broke into my house with my mother-in-law's key and brought my Valentine's Day gift. So it was so cute. So as soon as I walked in, it was the first thing I saw. But he thought he was slick because he did this shit last year. I almost fucked his ass up. I ain't gonna lie. Men, pay attention. Valentine's Day, don't wait till the end of the day to give your girl shit, because she gonna think she ain't getting nothing all day. She gonna see all these bitches on Instagram talking about they great ass man that don't treat them right on a regular day, giving them shit. So now you feel like you left the fuck out. I don't care about Valentine's Day like that, because it's only an extension of my birthday. But, nigga, I want something.
Right.
I like chocolate.
Right.
Well, last year he at the studio all day, so he talking about something. I was gonna give it to you when I got home. I was like, at 11:30, you gonna give it to me now? Valentine's Day over. The fuck, I'm over here. But he used the same thing to fucking play me, and then he actually made up for it. But I was like, I still hate you a little bit because you knew what you was doing. You trying to be petty,
Right?
But I still love you. Thank you for the gift. But yeah, that was cool. But yeah, happy Singles Awareness Day to all you guys. I'm glad that our single buddy here that I'm touching without consent. She got to give herself some love because self-love is always appropriate.
Exactly.
You gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else.
Everybody always bitter as fuck. All the single people bitter as fuck. So
For real.
at least she wasn't one of those people.
Like Wendy Williams
I'm
ass.
single on Valentine's Day. Plus, I'm single because I want to be single.
Hey,
It's not
you
like,
hear
oh,
that?
bitch can't get a man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
Y'all know what I used to do in high school? I ain't shit. Valentine's Day, everybody dress. You know how everybody be cute dressed in red?
Yeah.
No, I specifically wore blue on Valentine's Day. And when somebody said Happy Valentine's Day, I was like, Happy Singles Awareness Day. Fuck your Valentine's.
Oh, so you a crib? You a crib, huh?
Nah, I was just salty as fuck because ain't no boys like me till after high school.
Boys in high school wasn't shit.
Right?
Nah, cause
It
now
don't
like,
matter.
cause now we older and you know you get them random DMs from niggas and they be like, yo, so what's up? We should chill and spend meth
fuck, we
on.
shouldn't.
I'm like, nigga, you ugly and fat now. Like, nigga, get your hairline right. Leave me alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Wait, let's take a break real quick.
Yes, cause I need a cigarette and I need to pee. I'm gonna pee on myself.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna pause this real quick.
Guys, we back now that we had a smoke break real quick. Had to get my nicotine fix. Tara trying to get me to get my life together.
Boo.
Yo, I'm trying, but
We
it's
need your
bad.
voice.
But this the problem. Now that I'm retired from singing, it's bad. I gotta
So
like
you're just gonna be a smoker? That's it.
smoking.
We podcast and we pod and we need your voice.
Well, your friend said my voice is sexy, so maybe I'm okay.
All right. You got a point. You got a point.
Oh man, so just to kind of update y'all what we was doing in the break, we were reminiscing a little bit because all of us are 08 tech heads.
Hey.
Shout out to all of our tech heads that listen to the podcast. We really appreciate the support from you guys.
Hey.
Man.
But
We was a badass class.
we sure were.
They took away a few things because of us.
They ain't never. Yo, the
Remember the
holiday.
bazaar?
They
The
took
holiday
the
bazaar
away.
What?
They started wearing uniforms like the next year after we graduated.
Right? My brother was mad as hell when he went to tech because he was like, this ain't shit, yo. It's nothing like when you were here. Why the fuck did I go to Clifton High?
It was the last like popping year. We got
had
everything
fun.
taken away that year.
Yo, I
Fucked it up
remember.
for the next class.
Sorry, guys.
Who was our discipline coordinator?
Mr. Fava and
Fava.
was my
Flava
boy.
was my homie because I had him as my team pep advisor. I remember going to his office after the last holiday bazaar we had, and he was like, "You guys are never doing this shit ever a fucking again." And I was like, "Yo, nah, check it,
Canceled.
check it." Flava was like,
What did we
Flava
do?
sitting there on his desk. He had a big ass pile of papers, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm processing 300 cuts from your class." And mind you, most of the cuts were multiple periods because you know how niggas did. They went to gym and never left.
Niggas said, fuck it.
I was lit though because I used to cut with permission because I was cool with so many teachers and shit. So I literally had passes for the holiday to bazaar from homeroom to ninth period. So I was supposed to be in there, but I was mostly chilling with my homies and taking pictures and shit. It was.
I don't
definitely-
even remember what the fuck I did that day. But
Me either. I think,
I
was
still
I
got
in the color
pictures.
guard at that time? I might have been working in the bazaar.
I think you were on color guard, but
I was on color guard for
but
2 years.
But some of the clubs had tables, so you probably were.
I might have been working at the bazaar. in color guard.
Yeah,
Them
but it
shits
was
were
crazy.
whack
I don't
as
think I ever
fuck.
went to
Yo,
class
y'all
that day
remember
at
the
all.
parade they did during Spirit Week? What
That's
was that?
why we
That
got in
senior
trouble
week?
too,
Yeah.
right? Because they told us we weren't supposed to have Spirit Week, and then we did it anyway, right?
We
did the whole
we did it, but we just
was
did
something
too
we wasn't
much.
supposed to do.
I remember it was retro day, and legit, we're in the old F wing, and the whole shit's gang packed because somebody decided they was gonna. No, it wasn't Celebrity Day. That was in the lunchroom.
Y'all have better memories than me.
I remember them putting down cardboard and break dancing with the big ass.
I remember that.
And all the teachers are like, "Get them out of the hallway." I forget who it was.
I think it was. What's that boy name? Was his name Kadeem?
It was a couple people out there.
not Qadir.
I just remember my locker
that.
was like right in front of it, so I just got a perfect spot, luckily. But I hear all the teachers like, "Get them out the hallway," and there's literally like 2-3 security guards in the hallway, and there's 300 kids.
Yeah,
so it was like, "What do you want us to do?" There's too many of us.
Yeah.
We took advantage.
Oh, we had fun. They did the parade. Celebrity Day was hilarious. Celebrity Day, they had the parade. No, but in the lunchroom was hilarious because everybody was acting out who they came at. So you got Ike and Tina pretending to beat each other up.
Yeah.
And you got The Rock trying to fight Miguel Cotto because it was that big Miguel Cotto fight at the time. Like, yo, we was wild. We were the class that they loved to hate. Like, they loved the shit out of us. They were like, they're such good kids, but they bad as hell.
Like, they would be smiling while they were yelling at us. They would be like, damn, that shit was funny, but I gotta yell at you for that because that's not acceptable in the real world.
I used to stay getting ISS. Favo would let me come to his office and just file papers for the day or for the periods.
I used to work night school, which was fucking hilarious.
Damn, I had night school. Night school was lit.
I worked night school senior year.
Like,
it should have been.
Failed the class.
Yeah, everybody in night school getting fucked up. Niggas in night school getting fucked up. You're there because you are not excelling at school and you're there getting drunk.
I had it for math because I'm terrible at math.
Oh no, y'all was different. Y'all was different getting drunk on school. Yo, but it was funny because I did attendance for night school. So, you know, everybody from the area comes. So you got kids from Passaic High, Clifton High. So all my homies from Clifton High are there. So every class that I went to, like, I'm disrupting the class because kids are trying to talk to me. So the teachers are like, "You're supposed to come in here and go. Don't talk to nobody." But as soon as they had everybody meet up in the caf, it was just pandemonium. Everybody was wilding the whole time.
No, for real.
I don't even know how we got.
And then the class would take forever to start, so we'd leave and go get food or some shit and come back.
Right,
yo, y'all had cars and shit senior year.
Right.
Well, I used to drive my mother truck.
Yo, you know what I used to do? You know how for co-op you got to leave for the day or whatever, so all they passes were white. But if you stayed on campus, the front of your pass was orange and the back was white. So when I wanted to leave school, I'll wait till lunch so I can get counted for a full day and they don't call my mama. And I got lucky and turned 18 before school finished. So I signed myself out. Right. I just turn my pass around and drive right the fuck out.
I used to be in Favo office for my ISS all the time, so I used to get passes and shit from in here. Everything.
I used to get passes from the guys.
Oh.
I used to walk right into guy because my dad went to tech, so he knew my dad from when he was a teacher.
Oh, you cool, Kayla.
Yo, let me tell y'all how I had it at tech. My dad, not only was he a tech graduate.
Tech royalty over here.
Oh, I was. My dad wasn't just a tech graduate. My dad was an all-star track star that, like, people that didn't beat his record until after we left. And then on top of that, my father was Passaic County Sheriff's Department. So every security guard in there, my dad did their background check. Right. So when I'm late to class, they're like, "Yo, I'm gonna call your father because your father da. Like, I seen my father dead ass walk through the F wing in the middle of school because he's talking criminal justice. Like, him and his partner just walked through. Me and Stephanie Gore. We both sitting there like, what the fuck is our dads doing here? And they thought they was slick because they didn't even tell us they was coming to school. So I'm just walking through and you know my dad mad light compared to me. So all the teachers is like, why is she hugging on this old man? Everybody's like, yo, that's her dad. They're like, but why is he so much lighter than her?
Oh my god.
Cause you know my dad is nice shade of Puerto Rican. But remember the last day of school when they did the water fight in the parking lot? Why I go on my dad's Charger that day? I was panicking. That nigga was gonna fuck me.
I was mad I didn't bring anything that day too.
My dad was like, "If anything that's on my car."
What'd you bring?
I don't think I brought nothing with me.
No, I was mad. I was like, damn, I should have at least brought a water gun or something.
Yo, they had the fucking shirt department out there with us.
I was grabbing other people's balloons and just
I didn't go to Seaside.
Launching that
I didn't go to
shit.
Seaside because my mother was
I didn't go to Seaside either.
My mother wasn't paying for it. Yeah, and I worked on campus, so I was making like $150 every 2 weeks.
I had my party that night. That's why after graduation, oh no, that was the last day of school. So wait, did we graduate that day too? Yeah, right.
Yeah, the day of the water fight, we came back for the graduation.
Okay. Yeah, that day I had the party.
It was raining too, and it like right before we went on the grass, the sun came out.
The sun came out. It was like a sign.
I had them fucking wedge heels on, trying to walk across that fucking. I was trying not to be one of them girls in the video that be wobbling.
No, I definitely danced down the aisle when they handed me that diploma. Like I danced the whole way down that
shit was
damn
too
shit.
long. I was ready for
that shit was long as hell.
I was like, how many fucking kids do we have in our school?
Hey, but your last name start with a B. My shit is T.
Man.
Like,
yo, not for nothing, though, we can't complain because I went to my brother's graduation. They had 900 kids.
Holy shit!
Waiting for him and his friends. I was like,
how many kids do we graduate?
We started with like 350. And
Mm.
then niggas got pregnant, niggas fought, and got kicked out.
No, but I feel like we graduated with like 5, I thought.
Yeah, we had a lot of people.
500.
Yeah, we were
at the graduation, right?
Something like that. But we were the first.
We originally had like 800 and something.
No,
right?
not that many. Not that many.
We graduated with like 5. Maybe?
No, it wasn't even that much. Because I remember I used to work the orientation for students. So I remember when I did the orientation after us, I did the first year, sophomore year. And when I did it, they told us that we were our class was the first big class and the last small class. So before that, I think Tech used to take in like 150 students a year. Then when we came in, they took, I think, 350. And then the year after that, that's when they built all those extra additions. So they bumped it to 900, and it's been 900 every year after that. But they was so many fucking kids.
This episode.
Yeah, but it was hella fucking kids, yo.
I was bad as hell. I used to stay getting in trouble. Senior year, I think I got into a fight with a boy in the hallway coming out the cafeteria like September.
I had one of them too.
Father and Mr. Gray, they was going to try to send me back to district. For getting in
Oh
trouble.
no, I was ready to go back to Clifton for the dude.
They were gonna send my ass to
I ain't scared of you,
Mr. Father and Mr. Gray made a bet with me that if I wouldn't bring my ass back to that office my whole senior year, they'd both give me $20 on graduation.
So you got $40?
Yes, Mr. Gray and Mr. Father.
Hey.
Nah, they was real ones.
I didn't want to get sent back to district.
Nah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I got my shit together. They made that bet with me, and I'm like, oh, y'all serious? Y'all really gonna kick me out? But they fuck with me, so they like, listen.
Yeah, they was dope. I fucked
money.
Yo, I remember
Some me to be good.
some little football player pushed my ass, and I was ready to go back. I was ready to go back to Clifton to punch him in his face, cause he pushed me, and it was like 7:30 in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. So my dumb ass hits a locker, right? But when I punched the locker, I punched it wrong, so my whole hand down to my wrist swelled up.
Yeah, that shit really hurt.
Yeah, but the nurse, she was holding it down because she was ready to get that nigga benched. And she was like, oh, you know Five? I was like, yeah, Five was the homie. She goes, oh, I could call him and he could get benched. I was like, no, wait, we seniors. I don't want him to lose a scholarship. Chill, wait. Yeah, you better thank me, nigga.
Wait, who was it again?
What the fuck was his name?
Names don't matter.
I don't remember, but he was an asshole. That's all I remember. I was friends with all his friends except him. He used to like to talk about my big ass titties too much, and I ain't like that.
Wait, who?
I forget his name. I remember I was friends with all his friends. He was a good football player, but like I'm old. I don't remember them niggas.
Oh, I don't remember. I can't name.
I do, but I don't remember
one
people.
fucking football player.
I remember events. I don't remember people. But yeah, no, that was fun. And then we got to all three of us have shop together from the rip.
Business.
Yes.
Yo, remember when our teacher used to log
here.
into our computers and like type shit into Word? She'd be like, go back to work, stop playing Pac-Man.
Yeah. Because we'd be up there doing, you know what's crazy about high school and our business shop? We could have been like computer coders and shit.
For real, 'cause we were doing
shit.
fuck
And what's
shit.
his name, class?
Sims.
Yeah.
I used to make people MySpace pages for $5.
Drag.com.
Drag.com. We learned all that shit from that
coding.
website.
Yo,
We like,
remember
log
how?
into Drag.
Yo, do y'all remember
up
when
there
we
making
hacked
pages
into?
and shit.
Remember when we hacked into the system and figured out how to IM directly to people's computers?
Yo, we really were out here. And we were playing
doing some fuck shit trying to not do schoolwork.
Halo. We were playing fucking Halo on the computers the one day, like, and we were playing with each other, figuring out how to like play with other computers and shit.
Yeah,
and that shit was wild. Then we would hide it when the teacher would come.
See, them them emphasizing the important shit. Y'all trying to teach us how to type, and we over here coding and shit.
Right. We
and
was
then
worried
we
about the
fell
wrong
off.
thing.
And then fucking Facebook came out, and we ditched MySpace.
Yeah.
Why, guys?
No, the IT guys.
We could have had a real good thing.
We could have, because we were making whole apps,
Right.
everything
Websites.
on MySpace, websites and everything.
Yeah.
No, but the IT guys was funny as hell because they were all young as shit too. They were all in their 20s, so they used to do fuck shit. I remember they came to fix a computer one time, and the dude logs into his shit, and everything's Hello Kitty. I was like, that must be lit to have a job where you could just do fuck shit to your coworkers all day.
Word.
But
Shout out to Tom, man, on MySpace.
I know,
Word.
right?
Fucking Tom.
We
paved the
treated
way
Tom
for all
like
this social
shit.
media shit.
He really did.
And we got
paved
stuck
the
with
way.
fucking Mark, bitch ass.
Right?
Shit.
Damn.
Over here letting niggas hack elections.
The
and shit.
grass ain't
Fuck
always
you, Mark.
greener, man.
Did niggas ever see what Tom, like a real picture of him?
No, he
Besides
just had that,
the
like-
thumbs up one. What was it,
Right?
thumbs
No,
up?
he was like
It
looking over
something.
his shoulder, like.
Whatever picture Tom had.
Tom,
did we ever
and see,
Tom
we treated Tom bad. We was bad friends because Tom made sure that everybody
shit was
had at
free.
least one friend. If you ain't
Yes.
had no friends,
He was
Tom
your
would be your
friend.
friend.
You could delete him too. That was kind of fun. Like that
Yeah,
he
'cause
set up that option.
He was like, you don't want to be my friend, that's okay, but I'll be your friend.
Exactly.
We treated that nigga
Tom
like
was
shit.
in my
We was
top
some
8
bad
at Tom
friends.
too.
Yo, that
Look
shit.
it.
Remember
My
when they
God.
right? Remember
Oh,
when
is
they
that
figured out how to do the
That's
top
him
25?
now.
Oh, look at Tom.
What? Tom look old now?
See,
Let me
He
see.
actually looked.
He looked the same, yo. Is he using your
That's Tom
car?
from
See what
Minecraft.
happens
That
when you
motherfucker-
nice
How
to
much he
minorities?
sold, Facebook for?
I
To
don't
Mark
know.
Zuckerberg? Is that how that went down? How did that go
Nah,
down?
Mark Zuckerberg kind of created his own shit, and then he got sued, and then he changed it from the Facebook to just Facebook. That's what the movie said anyway.
He
do
sold
with MySpace.
MySpace for $580 million back in 2005.
Imagine if he kept that.
But
Like, I
wait,
miss having music and
2005,
stuff on my page and things like that. No, that's true because I remember being in high school and I started my Facebook in like freshman year because everybody in Clifton already had that shit, but none of the hood niggas had it. And then Facebook started rising and like MySpace hit the quick decline, and around that time was around the time he sold it.
Damn, I
Originally,
thought.
they used to say
Yeah.
Facebook was for college people.
It
Yeah, you had to have a
was.
college
It was.
email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but you know, we should have been.
That
nicer
shit was
to
probably boring as fuck because like it was just
Yo,
all college
like,
students.
I remember.
So, like,
I miss having music on my page. Like,
yeah, like
y'all
a
need to
song
know
pop up and you hear it.
Because let me tell
That
you,
was
I
the
judge
jam.
people on what kind of music they listen to.
If I went to your page and your song wasn't popping, I'm not even gonna see who in your top nothing.
Nah,
I
people
used
used
to-
to always tell me what the
Nothing
fuck
that
was
you
I
talked
listening
about.
to.
I
Yeah, we
was
used to
changing
have
my shit
floating
daily.
across our pages,
Right.
dropping from the top of it.
You
We
just
used
got
to
little
really do
stars
all of
coming
that
down.
shit.
I had Puerto Rican flags.
Right?
Yeah.
Yup. You
Yo,
know,
I really used to
what?
make
I used to have
pages.
the
I
glittery Puerto Rican flag with the little boy.
All that shit. I used to change my page every week.
I used to change my
Change the
song every
layout,
day.
everything.
It
Right,
depended
for
on my
real.
mood. I was like, all right.
Cause I'm
Some
telling you,
Fall Out Boy
like,
now.
if you tell me you like the wrong song, I'm gonna look at you a little different.
Word.
Cause I feel like that's that's a
reflection.
reflection of your intelligence.
Facts.
Yeah, like I was fucking with this nigga one time, right? And the dick was good, but homie told me his favorite rapper was Wiz Khalifa. And I had to look at him a little
Yeah, I
differently.
hate to see it.
Because like
Like,
y'all know I'm a music snob. So I'm sitting here and I
nah, I
was
fuck
like,
with Wiz. I fuck with
nah, fuck with Wiz, but that's not my
He's not my
favorite.
favorite, yeah.
Like I'm waiting for like a Kendrick, because Kendrick was was popping already. I'm like waiting for somebody like tell me Jay-Z big, something you know
Yeah.
regular. He
something
said,
with like,
he said that and it made me watch the shit on Netflix with a bunch of like weed shows that Wiz made movies of or whatever, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, nah,
No,
we might
Wiz
have
really
to rethink
love
this. I don't
weed.
know how much I like this dick now.
Listen, that type of shit is changing.
I'm telling you, it make you think different to people a little bit, but you know, we did.
Nah,
time
shout out to
wrong.
Wizzy out here.
No, Wiz doing his thing.
He's doing jujitsu and
His
shit.
little
Right?
Oreo commercial, so cute.
It is cute.
Oh, with his
I mean,
son.
I'm not taking nothing away from him being a rapper. I know a few of his songs, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I can't be like, he ain't none of my top
He's like
favorite
the-
rappers because I don't listen to a lot
He's
of
like
his
the
music.
white kid, like white 13-year-old's favorite rapper.
Exactly, but this made me
It's not
really confused
bad,
because it was
but it's
Dominican
not the
dude from
greatest.
Patterson.
Yeah.
It's pop shit. It's almost like pop rap.
Yeah.
Cause we went to go see Fall Out Boy and he like opened for them or some shit, and I was like, this is weird. It was a weird crowd. Like I was just like, I don't know what to do here.
Right? It's like I feel like I should enjoy this,
I
but
feel
this
like
is out of place.
Kids shouldn't be here. Like what? What?
Yeah.
Okay, fine, whatever.
It's like I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah, exactly. And it was at
Yeah.
PNC, so you know, like, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get at PNC because it's in the middle of Jersey and like.
For real, and not for nothing. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't tell you about my trip. Some very strange things happened on my way home. So whatever y'all do, if y'all driving through Jersey, never get off on the first stop in New Jersey.
Oh no!
Right? So check it. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was delirious.
Did you have to
'cause I
go to
was
the bathroom
tired.
or something?
Nah, I wanted Denny's. I was hungry, and
Oh,
you know Denny's
no.
ain't up here, so I was like, oh, let's go to a Denny's. Cause we hit Waffle House, we hit our cookout, you know all that. Child. First of all, the waitress was weird as fuck. Like, but we thought she was just a little dumb. So we was like, all
what
right.
town is that though?
I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was
Like
literally
near Atlantic City, Wildwood.
no, literally, you get off the Delaware Bridge and the very first exit into New
the
Jersey,
next-
like where they have
I
the
think-
governor sign.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we got off there.
it
And
starts
it
with
wasn't
a
the
C.
rest stop.
I
Like,
can't
we
think
went
of it.
into town, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking because we was in South Jersey.
Mm.
So, we go in Denny's, homegirl's weird, whatever, and we're like, all right, she might be a little dumb, whatever. Ate our food, kept it moving. So now I got pee because I always got to fucking pee.
Same.
So I was like, yo, let me go try before I take this nice little ride up to Patterson. So I'm in the bathroom and I thought nobody was in there. So I'm peeing and then somebody starts talking to me.
I ain't scared of you,
Homegirl
motherfucker.
was like, miss. And I'm thinking she wants some toilet paper or something because you know people don't
Yeah.
be putting toilet paper in the bathroom. Homegirl goes, there's a guy outside in a white Mazda or some shit like that. She's like, can you tell him that I need his help? And the bitch wouldn't tell me what she needed help with. So I'm like, Lord, now
That
this
sounds wild.
right? Sounds weird, right? It made me mad uncomfortable because
Did
it's
you
just us in the
tell him
bathroom.
what the fuck? I'm
Mind
taking
you,
a shit.
I didn't see nobody in the bitches in the stall next to me. It was like she put her feet down so she realized I was really peeing. So this is the weird part, right?
Oh hell no,
Nigga, I was wildin'. I was like, oh no, it's time
I'm
to go
knocking
home.
the stall down. That's
Right?
it.
So the thing was, when we pulled up, I should have known shit was fucked up because it was one of them truck stops that got like a sea of 18-wheelers chilling there. So I'm like, oh no, like this might not be it. So I come out the bathroom and I go to my man, that was weird. And he goes,
We gotta go.
No, but wait, he goes, somebody spoke to you too?
Get the fuck out my face with that.
Now I'm like, oh no, it's time to
was
go.
just y'all two?
Yes.
Oh, no.
So
This
my-
like a Get Out movie.
Literally.
Yo.
So my man goes that some Mexican looking dude walked up to him smelling like pure shit. So I'm pretty sure he was a meth head.
Oh.
Right? Because
Yeah.
like meth smells like shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was like, yeah. He came up to me and asked me if I could give him a ride
that
to
how-
Virginia.
Wait, is that how meth smells? Meth smells like
Yeah,
shit?
like it
I
legit.
don't know.
No, because like I worked up in North Jersey where the hills have eyes, so there was a lot of meth heads up there, and I worked at 7-Eleven overnight. So
Word.
like a lot of meth heads came in. Like it was kind of sad because I seen girls like
Meth or like heroin? I
a
feel
little
like
bit of both, a little bit of
Okay,
both.
Yeah.
But I seen a like a girl. I felt so bad. She was probably like in her early 20s, and you could see the sores from her doing
Oh.
it so much, and like she couldn't like you could tell she was about to go pick up because she couldn't even get the money out her wallet.
Yeah.
But
I
she
feel bad for
smelled
people like
shit.
that. But then I also am like, who goes to a party and is like, yeah, I want to do some heroin?
Right?
I'm
We all
sorry.
went to Dare.
I
I'm
don't know.
confused.
What
I'm
the fuck
sorry.
make you want to try that shit?
Right?
It's like I woke up today and was like, you know what? Heroin sounds great.
Right.
You know, that
Unless
dark-
it's somebody who lived one of them fucked up trash ass lives.
Yo, I don't
with
even like
parents with
getting
meth
blood
heads,
drawn.
and they just was like, I don't know, maybe started at 12 and shit. You know, it'd be people
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That's
Unfortunately.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But if you was just a grown ass person and was like, yeah, I'm gonna try that meth. Let me get that shit.
Right now, like if I was
Nah,
like
I
95 and I'm on my
fuck
way out, like give me all the drugs because I'm gonna die.
I
Anyway.
could be having
but
the
that's
worst
not what
day.
we're talking about.
Weed.
I could be having the worst day. Somebody could be like, yo, you want some of this? I'm like, no, thank you. There's marijuana. Like, I could
I
just...
could just roll a blunt.
Hey.
Yeah,
All
like,
these years I've been smoking weed, I still be high. Right, that shit. I
sure
never felt
do.
the need to have no
Like
other
go
drug.
higher, right?
There's levels to the shit.
That's why I don't get why people like it's a gateway drug.
My mother
There's
used to
really
say
not.
that.
It don't do
Gateway
nothing but
to
make me
happiness.
hungry.
Smoking.
It's the gateway to
It don't do
happiness.
nothing but
said
make
something
me
about
hungry and make
rehab
me
and
want to
everything.
play with my puppy.
Nah, fam. I'm not trying to.
Yo, when my mother found out I was smoking when I was a teenager, my mother, a nurse or whatever, well, she's a director of nursing now,
Oh,
excuse
yes,
me.
black
but
excellence.
when she was, RN or whatever, and she got the key ring with the light on her key ring, and when she thought I was high, she would come with her light and put it right into my eyeballs and be like, am I blowing you high? Am I blowing you high? And I used to be like, oh my God, you really are. You really are. You trying to blind me. Like, what the fuck? She's like, it's a gateway drug. She said something about rehab one day. I'm like,
Lord.
mine's weed. And now I'm about to
Relax.
be 30 years old and I still only smoke weed.
Yeah, like I'm blessed because I finally got to the point where I can discuss my weed smoking with my parents. So now my parents don't look at me crazy, and my mom's still like, yo, just get a good job. Like whatever you do, don't fail the drug test. So now she cool with it, and then I was testing my boundaries, so I was smoking a blunt in the back of her backyard, but I went like to the far back of the backyard, at least to be a little respectful. And she said she was going to sleep,
Right.
so I didn't think I was being rude. And here her ass come. My mother talking about, it ain't smell like that when I was young. That thing stink. I said, yeah, Mom, it stank.
It's that work.
That's that
Stank,
work.
Mom.
I was like, everybody don't get what I get, Mama.
It's that work.
They ain't ready for that loud, yo. They really
not.
wasn't.
My mother don't smoke. She don't drink. She don't do. I got
Yeah.
all my father bad habits.
No, I think my
My mother don't
parents
do
are
shit.
just cool with the fact that I smoke for the fact that I'm not such a bitch anymore. They was like, we made her a nice person, so we just not gonna complain, because if she go back, we might have to fuck up. So I'm with it. It's like,
My
as
mom
long as
can't
you're not
say shit to
bitching.
me now anyway, because we don't live together no more. So I just be in my house getting high.
Praise God.
My parents didn't
I feel
say
you.
shit to me either. Like, I feel like they had to know I was high. I would do some dumb shit, man.
My mother used to be trying to fuck with
I
me
mean, I know my dad used to smoke, but I know my mom was always like, "You're doing drugs." I was like, "Yeah, Mom, you want some?"
Right? Yo,
like,
my dad ain't shit though. My dad will be the one that's like, when it's just us, he'd be like, yo, you know how to make cookies? I want to try one of those. If they ain't drug testing my job, I try it. Then my mom woke up, I can't believe you're doing drugs, Nuneka. That's not good. You're
He
not supposed
throws you
to
under
do
the
that.
bus.
I was like, my nigga, you was just talking about my damn cookies 5 minutes ago. Man, but I feel him. Happy wife, happy life. So he ain't trying to rock the boat.
Right.
But getting back into our conversation a little bit more. So we was talking about Valentine's Day. I think that might be a nice little segue into talking about Wendy Williams' crazy ass.
Oh my god.
So
Damn.
to set this up for you guys, Wendy Williams, everybody knows she got her little talk show. How you doing? So
Oh god.
so
She be getting on my goddamn nerves. But keep
Like,
going.
I have-
watching the show. She just
yeah, I have mixed emotions about her because I have like personal experience with her, and like I really want to not like her, but I kind of feel bad for her because her ex-husband wasn't shit. But she decided there's I guess a new thing called Galentine's Day. Have y'all heard of that?
I mean,
not
I've heard
until
of
this
it.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
No,
me
I
neither.
heard of it, but like I thought it was just like a joke. I didn't think like people really were like involving themselves in it and like actually participating in that shit. Like I thought it was just like on fucking Hallmark cards or something.
Right? So apparently, for those that don't know what Galentine's Day is, it's basically for single people that give you a moment to, you kick it with your peoples. And it's supposed to be, I guess, for women,
Well, like
keyword
gals.
gal.
Yeah.
So you hang out with your gals and
Yeah.
and they're your Valentine. I mean, Shaquita had a Galentine's Day,
but I wouldn't call it that.
But she wouldn't call it
Hey.
that because she's not a lonely single person. She loves her life. She's over here, out here, getting the bag with her body boots off.
She wants everybody to be happy.
Right? She
Right.
just wants you to be happy and
Everybody
moisturized.
should have enjoyed Valentine's Day, whether it was with your boo or your friend.
Yes.
Whoever.
And be
the,
moisturized.
in the words
be
of
moisturized.
right? In the words of my cousin-in-law Nicoya, she says, this is a day for love. It's Love Day.
Hey, facts.
Right? I fuck with it.
Because like some years I would even buy my mom or my grandma something just because like
an
my
excuse to
grandfather's
shop.
not around and my parents were splitting up, just to make my mom like people feel good. Like
Yeah.
somebody you think that doesn't have a Valentine Just go get him something.
Just a quick reminder that you love
chocolate
somebody.
or somebody. Yeah.
Well,
Spread
apparently, Wendy Williams wasn't feeling the love because Wendy Williams went on her show and they were talking about Valentine's Day, and she asked the audience who was celebrating Valentine's Day. So as the audience began to applaud to say who was celebrating, a couple gay guys decided that they were gonna clap along too, and she was like, "Hold up!" She was like, "First of all, y'all cannot have a Valentine's Day because y'all not girls. Y'all don't get a menstrual every month like we do, and stop wearing our skirts and our heels too."
But
And
that
then-
doesn't even have anything to do with fucking Valentine's Day.
Right?
Like, why would you disrespect your guests on your show like that?
And then on top of that, you over here telling everybody
It's
how
not
you
funny.
doing.
Right.
Honey, you got that from... I used to listen to your radio show when you was on WBLS, and back in the day, you got your how you doing. That was your code for telling somebody that you thought they was in the closet. So you got that from the kids. So who are you to disrespect them in that way?
Read her ass.
Right? Like, I feel for you. You got divorced, your ex-husband, he won't shit. Like,
Yeah.
yo, like, that shouldn't make somebody a little bitter.
But I think she was bitter before. Like, her whole shtick is, like, making fun of other people and, like,
Yeah.
calling other people. I get it, but it's like, okay, that's just old now. Like, come on, Wendy. Change it up.
Yeah, and it wasn't cool. And let me tell you something, like I said from personal experience, she is a person that she does not like the pot being called black. The kettle, she's the kettle being, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. But she's very self-conscious. Like, and I mean, I get it a little bit more now because now we understand the backstory of what she was going through at the time, so I can understand why she was such a bitch. But I remember working at Target in Livingston, and she was living in the area at the time, going, doing her regular shopping in there, and doing like the rest of us, coming in sweats, looking like, you just woke up, because that's what she did. She lived nearby. She was there with her son, and I kind of set him up. It wasn't on purpose. But he wanted a Slurpee, and I bought the wrong tops that week. So I ain't had the Slurpee top. So poor kid's filling up his cup, and it starts overflowing, and he's trying to put the regular top on, and it's making a fucking mess.
Oh, no.
Right? Poor kid. I felt so bad. She starts freaking the whole fuck out. This chick goes, "Oh my God, you're making a spectacle of us." Her kid was like 13. I felt so bad. And then I'm like, okay, let me go help him because this is my fault. So she starts going to me, "Are people watching us? People are watching us. They're videoing. I see them. Nobody was videotaping her. And if anybody was looking at her, it was because she was Wendy Williams, not because her kid was putting icy outside the cup. You know what I mean?
She was making it hot for both of them.
Exactly. And the poor kid is sitting there looking mortified and completely embarrassed. He's like, "Yo, mama's gonna fuck me up when I get home." All over a fucking icy, and it was my fault the entire time. I felt so bad. But, like, it's a perfect example is you out here calling people out and you feeling a way, but, like... In your real life, that's not how you are. You feel just like we do. You don't like people judging you, so why are you gonna put somebody else in that position?
Yeah.
You know?
And then also, like, I'm sorry, but be, like, a bad parent. Like, you're gonna, like, make your kid feel bad about some shit like that.
Kid trying to get his back to school stuff, shit. He don't even want to be there with you. Like, he probably hungry. That's why he's getting his little pizza. Like,
You probably didn't get him shit all day.
right? You made him run around with you because you know that's what mama's
Damn,
doing.
we're trashing Wendy right now.
I mean, but like she,
other people.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you gonna do shit, you gotta be ready to get it back, and that's not okay.
Keep the same energy for sure.
Exactly.
The other
Say
thing
what
she
you
said
chest.
about Drew Carey, not Jim Carrey. Sorry, Jim Carrey. I know his girl died too. Damn, these Carreys out here, they're all cursed and shit. Anyways, Drew Carey's ex-girlfriend got pushed off a balcony and passed away. And then Wendy thought it was cute to make a joke. "Oh, come on down to The Price is Right," and like, it's
That's
too
not
soon.
funny, guys. I'm sorry. It wasn't
It's too soon.
funny. Too soon.
Especially because, like, the joke isn't even out. If it was about Drew, maybe it'd be funny.
Like, the guy's still under investigation. Like, bro,
Oh,
slow down.
wait, is he?
I saw some. I didn't see the report exactly about that, but I did see the report
I
about
thought it
the
was her
guy.
ex.
And like they were like investigating the ex or something
Yeah,
like
the
that to
ex.
see if
It
he had
wasn't
something to do
Drew.
with it. But it wasn't Drew.
No, it
but
wasn't.
they're like still researching the whole situation. So
Crazy.
like, damn, like you couldn't give it a minute, let it breathe.
Like, I don't know what she's trying to do, or if she's like going through like a midlife crisis and trying like little trying to still be relevant because like no one really cares about her much anymore unless she does some wild shit. Like that time she fainted, everybody was like, "Oh shit, did you see Wendy fucking fainted on the show?"
Or like when she farted a couple weeks ago on there.
Oh, so she's just, I think she's trying different things.
I mean,
I don't know. Like,
right?
what are you doing?
I mean, like, I feel
we're
like
all human though, so like shit happens.
yeah, but I feel like it. Sometimes, I mean, like, all of us do it at our jobs where we're going through some shit, and sometimes you lash out at your coworkers a little bit because they being just a little bit too annoying at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Or you let one rip.
You know, hey, better out than in.
Leave you alone.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like it's a mixture of the both. Like, some of her emotions from her personal life translate to the screen. And then sometimes, I think in this day and age, that was something really interesting that got talked about with the Pop Smoke situation. We're in this age where social media moves so fast that you don't even get a chance to breathe when something happens.
Word.
So, sometimes you lose track of what you should and shouldn't say and what's appropriate for that time period. So, maybe that's what it has
We
to
have to
do
let
with too.
shit marinate. Like sometimes, like we're like, oh, he's jumping the gun. Like we want to be the first person to like post it, and it's like relax, relax, because like to make sure like it's legit. You can't just believe everything on the internet.
Exactly.
Just like the news, it's the same shit.
Yeah, and that's like homegirl, the gun girl with the Valentine you was talking about.
Yeah,
She needs to relax.
I'm over her because she is just.
Give the audience a little idea of what the hell we're talking about.
Her name's Caitlyn Bennett, and right after the Parkland shooting, she fucking came out with like an AK-47 and was like, try to take my shit, and she was like on campus. I think she went to Kent University or some shit, I don't remember. But recently she went to Ohio State, and she was interviewing people, and I guess a lot of people at Ohio State aren't fans of her. So she got surrounded, and then people were like, get the fuck out, pretty much. And she wasn't feeling that. And she's like, I thought you guys were inclusive. And then they were like, you need to leave. And then they were throwing shit at her and whatnot. And fucking, she got in her car and she felt like it was a hate crime. And it's like, no, bitch, you're coming here asking us some wild shit.
Right.
Like, mad pro-gun where obviously this isn't your crowd. Like, so get the fuck out. Just like the MAGA people be doing.
Yo, the MAGA people be killing me. They kill me. Like, y'all, this is the thing. All right, it's one thing. Oh, no, I didn't even have my computer on snooze. So, sorry. It's one thing for you to, like, have an opinion on a situation or have, like, something to back your opinion. Mm-hmm. But you can't be out here sipping the Kool-Aid just because you think it's cool. Like, you're wildin'.
Right.
Well, like, the thing is, like, let people have their opinions. Like, why do you have to question it? You know what I'm saying? Like, let just people like what they like or care about what they care about. Why are you trying to change people's opinions?
Right. Exactly. Like, let me rephrase what I said a little bit, too, because I do have a cousin that is a Trump supporter, which I told you about that.
It's rough.
It's very strange for me because he's also from my black side. So I was very confused. Like, I really hit him in a DM and I was like, I'm not even trying to be funny right now, but I need you to explain to me how you support this man and you're black. That shit sound like an oxymoron.
Yeah.
And, like...
That's what I don't get either, like Candace Owens. Like, I don't understand it, but, like, she talked about it and she kind of tried to explain herself. I don't know. I still think she's just, like, narcissistic and just doesn't really give a fuck about any other black people besides herself.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm sorry. Like, that's how I feel.
I agree.
Yeah.
But like speaking about him, what I did like is that he at least had things to back why he was saying that. Like, granted, I don't agree with them necessarily, but it was said in a respectful way enough that I was like, all right, well, at least you coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
And then now, like, I mean, if you watch my Facebook page, we're always going back and forth and making jokes and shit at each other. And like, I can discuss how my disdain for Trump with him, and we can still stay respectful. But I noticed that there's a lot of MAGA supporters that's not the case. Like, you can't have those conversations with them because it either turns violent or it turns like in some sort of way it gets aggressive real quick just because we don't agree with each other.
Well, I mean, I'm white, so my dad fucking voted for Trump. And I was like, we had a lot of, like, issues because I was like, what the fuck? Like, really? you're gonna like vote for somebody that is grabbing women by the pussy. Like, you have no respect for me then. Like, I'm a woman. Like, how would you feel if somebody did that to me? And like, he just stays shut. And like, I don't fuck with that. I don't know. I just can't respect somebody like that, especially as a leader of our country.
Yeah. Now,
Like, nah, I'm not getting behind somebody like that.
Yeah, question. Do you feel like that affected your relationship with your dad at all? Were you guys able to get past that?
I think now we're at like a better state, but me and him never really had like a great relationship due to the fact of like, he had issues drinking and like would disrespect my mother, so I didn't fuck with that at all. Like, that shit didn't fly with me. And he knew that, but like, it kind of, I guess, made it even harder, cause I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we were getting somewhere, and then he was a Trump supporter, so I was just like, whatever. You know what? This is like a generational thing, because my grandfather was he was a council member in Passaic, and he was a Republican, so I get it. Like, you're trying to stay with your party, whatever. But I just didn't understand it. But then also, I did with certain things, because he isn't a politician, and it's somebody different in the White House, because all these politicians are fucking bullshit. But I was just like, I just don't agree with anything he's saying, and it's all like gibberish. Like, he's dumb as fuck. Like, why would you want somebody uneducated like this in the White House? Mm-hmm. And my dad had, done some time because he didn't fucking pay his taxes, and I'm like, Trump doesn't pay his taxes. How do you feel about that? Like, you did time for this shit, and you're gonna come out here and support somebody that's nothing is happening. He didn't pay his taxes for this many years, and he's not even doing shit, and he just doesn't have an answer. Like, it's always just, he just stays quiet. And I'm just like, whatever. Like, it is what it is. You're gonna have your views, I'm gonna have mine, but like, you're not gonna change my shit. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
Right, you ain't gotta be sorry for it.
Exactly.
No,
like, I mean, everybody's entitled to how they feel and how they view the world. So, I mean, like, that's why I wanted to ask, because, I mean, I feel like, and I know, like, I mean, it's a lot closer because that's your actual dad.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like it kind of gave me a frame of reference when I'm talking to this person. And, I mean, in a way, it helped me understand my cousin a little bit better, because then I know how to address him and, like, have conversations with him. Because you know how sometimes when you don't understand what somebody's saying, it's easy for you to get angry because you don't understand how they don't see things your way. So I guess it gives you the perspective and frame of reference that they're coming from.
You have to know where people come from. That's the whole thing. Like,
so I feel like it gave us, even though we had our differences, it kind of helped us bond in a way. Yeah. Because we were able to understand each other on a different level, that we were at least able to respect that. Yeah. But like, it's interesting, like you're saying with your dad, like you guys still remain with those separate views, but like you said, you're like, okay, I get this is where you are now, and that's cool, but just understand I'm not gonna do that either. Yeah. So I feel like that's something interesting that this president has kind of put into families, where you kind of a lot of miscommunications with families is just because we have different viewpoints. So it's a one little signifier that keeps people, how do I say it? Like, it kind of keeps you unique, and it also gives you a frame of reference when talking to your family to kind of understand each other better. Like, as fucked up as things have been, that's one thing I've seen in a lot of reports that I agree with. It was one of those things where everybody has a difference of opinion, but it forces you to either accept people for their differences and just appreciate where they come from, or really learn how to stand your own ground.
Yeah, that's my whole thing too, because like, I hate when it gets violent, and it's like, why can't we just have our own opinions and that's it? Like, why does it always have to be like, I don't know, like hurting each other or doing something like that doesn't need to be done.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. That shit bothers me. That's
something that I wish our country actually had, where it was just about politics. Because that's the thing, too, that people neglect when they're talking about these elections, that shit runs deeper. It runs a lot deeper. Like, I know for black people, again, we're not a monolith, so everybody feels differently. Obviously, like I said, I'm not a Trump supporter. My own cousin is, and we're both black. Yeah. But at the same time, those themes of racism, those are things that go back generations. Oh, yeah. And those perspectives go back generations, and everybody has their reason. Like we said, like, homeboy fucking kidnapped the chick, make her watch her glutes. That's gonna change her kid's perspective from here on out because of her experiences, Right.
But my thing is, like, you know that you don't really feel like that, but you're trying to keep something alive that is not here anymore, and it's like, why are you doing, like, you're not really like that, like, you raised me to be how I am, how are you, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what?
I think that's
You
one of
don't
those
really
things.
feel like that about those people, or like, I don't know.
I feel like that's one of those things with parents where they kind of that do as I say, not as I do.
Mm-hmm.
That they want to make you a better person than they are, but they forget that you're also looking at them for the example.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm glad we kind of touched
Damn,
on
we
that a
got
little
deep.
bit. Yeah. But
Deep
you know
dive.
what? I'm kind of glad we took that deep dive a little bit, because I know we were talking about earlier we talked about the presidential election and stuff, and like how the Democrats really don't have a fucking candidate. We touched on the debate
Why
that
you
just
gonna
passed a
disrespect
little bit.
Bernie like that, though? We
Okay,
have a
but
candidate.
you know my issue with Bernie. This dude
Okay.
has. I'm gonna keep it funky. I agree. I like most of Bernie's topics. I voted for Bernie in the 2016 election.
Same.
He was not there. I wrote him in.
Yeah.
Now I agree with a lot that he does, but I feel like there's when it comes to my community, he's a little out of touch. And I feel like goes back to our generational conversation.
Yeah.
He did sign on the 94 crime bill, which kind of created the situation for stop and frisk. And I feel like he doesn't understand exactly how that translated for years to come. Like, he understands that it's a problem and that he's no longer in that place. Like, I do believe that that's not him any longer. But just, for example, the Bernie bros and the misogynistic comments that come out of that, I feel like he kind of doesn't understand how the power that he has in his voice. Like, you see celebrities, for example, Nicki, her fan base is, the Barbs is known to come for your neck when you say anything.
Or the Beehive.
Or the Beehive, you know what I'm saying? We're known for that. But I feel like those artists, because they were here in this social media area, they understand their power. So if your fans are stepping out of line too much, you go, yo, chill, and they stop. But I don't think that Bernie understands that his voice has that same power. So that makes me question him as a president.
I think because he's old as fuck, and like,
I also don't want him to have another heart attack.
yeah, me neither. I mean,
gonna drop
but
dead
look
on
at
Inauguration
Trump.
Day.
Look at Trump, though. I mean, like, what's keeping him alive? Fucking self-tanner and
Self-tanner and McDonald's, duh.
I don't know. I still love Bernie just because, like, he was never bought by somebody. You know what I'm saying?
No, that I respect. But at the same time, too, it's like, what I do like about Bernie is the fact that he's a billionaire, but will tell you, nah, what I'm doing is not exactly right, and we need to fix this, because I shouldn't even be able to do this.
Yeah. He
You
keeps
know?
it real, but also I think that if he needs be, he can put people in the right places. I mean, that's how he makes me feel. He just makes me feel comfortable, like that he would be able to place people. Because look at Trump. Look how many people he had to lay off and whatever.
Yeah.
So what did he do? Though?
He just, what we were talking about in the last podcast, just to give you an idea, Shaquetta, we was talking about how there is a person that testified against Trump in the impeachment trials. His name is Colonel Vindman. He was fired from his position, him and his twin brother. They've worked for the White House for years. And he spoke...
I'll be right back.
I'll update her while you're using that.
Yeah.
But during the congressional hearings where they were kind of like seeing what was going on with the inauguration, he was like, nah, I wasn't on the exact call, but my boss told me what he said, and what he said is what y'all think he said. And Trump wasn't feeling it. So as soon as he got acquitted, he fired him. And now it's become a trend where he's firing people, he's pardoning people that don't deserve to be pardoned. Like, one of his people, Roger Stone, he was charged recently for witness tampering, a bunch of other charges. He got 40 months. So you know how that shit go. He only gonna do half. And then he's got option for parole, and he also has, like, what's that shit called that they do after when they come out? They do the basically the exit program, whatever that shit is called. I can't think right now, but that's what his shit was. But you look at somebody like Bill Cosby. Don't get me wrong, Bill Cosby's a piece of shit, and he should be locked up. But he's gonna basically be locked up for the rest of his life, and this man, what he did, nobody wants to say it because treason, it can be punished by death. But what he did is basically treason.
Yeah.
Like, you setting us up that if us black people, like how you were, how Tara was saying before we talk about politics here and there, it's important because this is something that our people, we've already been set back enough. So now you have people that are linked to the president that's supposed to make sure everybody's straight. That person is getting off on easy time for doing fuck shit on the side. So what his fuck shit is doing is gonna eventually affect us and affect what kind of, like your business, what kind of resources that you can get for your business, what kind of housing loans we can get. All these different things fall into place with that, you know? So it's important for us to recognize and be like, yo, this isn't cool. Like,
Do you guys want anything?
I'm like almost done with this, so I can definitely take one of those.
You want that cranberry lime?
Finish
That shit is so good. I like this cranberry lime.
Sure.
We're trying to.
Yo, we getting litty.
We're getting litty on seltzer, guys.
Wow, we're
Yeah, y'all gotta be
Sprite
drinking
seltzer.
this shit. I'll never be drinking this shit.
Yeah,
I'll
but
be
at least you know
drinking
we
Sprite. I feel a little.
we can keep our wits about
I feel a
us.
little smidge though. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
enough to like relax you, but you can pay attention to what
Right.
you're talking about, right?
Thank
right.
you.
This is
It's like CBD in alcohol form.
Right.
Shout out to Care by Danks. You guys are my favorite.
wait, we're not getting paid yet.
I know, but I still gotta show them some love so that maybe they'll wanna like pay us one day. But but anywho,
We fucks with y'all.
Right, we
Free
do.
promo right here.
Right? But yeah, so like I was explaining to you, it's important. And that kind of, the reason I wanted to bring up the debate and the candidates, because
His
Bernie
bitch
has as
face.
many. I know, but it's important. It's important. Because it's an
No,
election
it is,
year.
it is
It's an
important.
election year, and
Let
a
me
lot of
not-
shit that's happening is important.
But that's the thing, like, we can't talk people into voting because, like,
you can't, but you can explain to people why it's important and allow people to make their
but
own
you know,
decisions.
people are always gonna be like, well, it doesn't even count anyway because the electoral vote. We
Yeah,
needed
but
to
you-
get that shit out, get the fuck out of here.
But this is the shit. If it didn't matter, people wouldn't work so hard to take it away from you. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
they don't anymore. They don't
Yes, they
anymore.
do. That's what Stacey Abrams is doing right now. She's
Who?
the Stacey Abrams. She was running for governor in Atlanta, not in Atlanta, Georgia. My bad. In Georgia this past election year, right? Now the thing is, she's working on voter suppression because in her state, the person that she was going against in the Republican Party, not only was he running for governor, he was in charge of the rules for governor, and it wasn't a law for them to step down. So basically, he could rig the election so that he would win.
What do you
Fuck out
think
my
Trump
face
is
with that.
doing?
Exactly. So if it wasn't important, why are they working so hard?
What, she's trying to take our votes away?
No, she's trying to make sure we get our votes.
Oh,
She's-
that's the chick that was on.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was on
yeah.
The View. Black
And
lady.
she was saying how like the electoral vote doesn't fucking make sense
And
because
it
the
doesn't.
popular vote, Hillary would have won.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't
But-
know how great it would have been,
But still, the thing is about that, when it comes into those situations, I understand where everybody says that they don't want to vote. I get that. But in order for you to change that, somebody got to vote. Somebody has to
Exactly.
step
That's
in
why
on
I
the...
get out there and I vote every single fucking election.
Exactly. Somebody has to step
Well,
into
not
there
everyone,
and
not everyone.
help and say, look, this isn't right, so we can change it and make it right. But if everybody says, I don't give a fuck, you don't get to have an opinion if you don't give a fuck.
But that's my thing too. They don't like publicize the smaller elections, and I feel like there needs to be somebody that lets people know, or like a channel or something.
Exactly.
So then people are going out those days because how do like a regular person? How do they find out
Well, right now...
when those elections are like smaller elections like mayor or governor or senator? Like, because those people are voted in.
Well, that's
as
the
well.
thing too. There's a lot of publications on that. It's just you gotta pay attention. And the thing is, the same way that we can find out what Boosie was saying about Dwayne Wade's son, we can find out what elections is going on. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of you making it important to yourself. Like right now in Patterson, we got the superintendent of schools getting a $20,000 bonus on her job for doing absolutely fucking nothing. These kids don't got breakfast programs. These kids don't have after school programs. The teachers don't even got pencils to give these kids. And you got $20,000 for doing what? Y'all just fired mad teachers. But the thing is that you have to be involved. You got to know what the fuck is going on. You can't make no change if you don't know what the fuck is happening.
A lot of that shit's corrupt too, because I see it in
is.
Passaic as well. Because like, Damn, I probably shouldn't
You
talk
know
about
our
this
fucking
shit, though. I'm gonna
Flat
make
Tummy
it hot
T
for
Mayor.
people.
Nah, fuck that. Flat Tummy T Mayor of Patterson out here taking pictures with Steven Spielberg, acting like he doing shit, and he got people fucking doing videos of shit.
What's this guy's name? The new one?
Sege or whatever the fuck his name is. You
Oh, you don't like that
bro.
one?
Go ahead, try that.
No, yeah, I like it.
Ooh,
but I wanna
raspberry rose. I want
this
to try
one.
that one. I didn't try that one. We could switch.
Wow.
But like I said, Flat Tummy T Mayor out here. He's more concerned with changing the image of Patterson, and from what I understand, he's trying to move up in office. So he's not fixing things; he's just creating the appearance that things are fixed.
Well, that's like the
and
mayor of
then
Passaic as well, Hector Laura. Like he started off as the nacho space guy because he was people were saving spaces in Passaic when it snowed, and they were putting a chair there, and he was bringing a bag of Doritos and being like, this nacho space, like joking around. He went viral from that shit. And then like I don't know, I guess he was trying to ride that high, but it's like, okay, bro, what are you doing for Passaic though? Like, come on,
exactly.
fam.
You got developers like Florio and Patterson that are buying thousands of units of apartments. And how the fuck
Are people gonna afford that shit?
am I on Governor Street and my apartment costs $1,800 for a 2-bedroom and I gotta worry about getting shot on the way to my car? That's fucking crazy. There's
Dude,
people in those areas deserve, like, granted, I get it. People say you don't take care of your
that
shit, but
yesterday.
yeah, but you
God.
deserve to have but you deserve to have somewhere that's good for you to live, somewhere that you feel good, that your outlets work in your house, that you don't gotta worry about there being heat on in the summertime, like that you live in a secure unit. But who the fuck in that area could pay $1,800 for a fucking 2-bedroom plus
Facts.
utilities?
Like we
Come
live,
on now.
like here we're in a decent area and we don't even pay that. Like
Exactly.
we don't even pay like $1,300 here. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's amazing because this is a beautiful.
I mean, the
This is
only
a
thing is
beautiful place.
the windows are ass because they're from the 70s and like we get a lot of like wind and stuff through the windows, but other than that, it's not that bad.
But you can walk into your home and you feel comfortable. You don't have to
Exactly.
worry about rodents walking through your apartment.
Exactly.
Or you walking into your...
we have rodent issues here, but not
But
too bad.
it's not
yet.
exactly.
It's
but
everywhere. It's
yeah,
everywhere.
like at the end of the
We're
day,
in Jersey.
We're in Jersey. There's animals. Like there's certain things you're gonna
But
see,
every
but
once in a while.
yes,
Not
you're
no
not.
shit where it's like every
You're not
day.
hearing rats in your
I
walls
fucking
all
got
night
them in the walls,
long,
right?
No.
and you're not having crackheads chilling in your hallway because
Exactly.
the door is open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just a matter of
And
making.
paying $1,600 for rent when I could come outside.
Talk
and
about
see the
it.
whole fucking block,
Lit.
all the busties, all
Talk
the
about
everything.
it. I got
Just
asked for
chilling.
change 10 times on the way to my car. Talk about it. Like,
But you
I'm
know
not-
what the thing
I
is?
don't understand that shit. And they put the one I shared, brand new building on the corner of fucking Carroll
yup.
and
Who's
what's the
moving
name?
in there though?
Hamilton.
Nobody, cause they.
you know what?
you know what they do?
Are they
This how you
trying
know
to
nobody's.
gentrify Patterson?
Yes,
But
what you?
gentrifying Patterson, putting these big ass buildings
It's
up
not
in the
doing
middle of the hood, that's not
Listen.
gonna gentrify.
They're gonna
No,
lose
they
their
trying
money.
to do
Some
like
white
they.
people who live in Riverdale.
They trying
gonna
to do
give
like
up
they
their
did
fucking
Jersey
beautiful
City.
ass apartment. Oh, I'm about to move into that luxury building on Carroll. and
What they
Street.
no,
Yeah,
they
fuck
gonna-
up.
have you
Why
been
would
to-
you do that?
Have you been to downtown Jersey City?
No.
Go to
It's nice.
downtown Jersey City and it looks like Hoboken. They're doing the same shit. I remember reading an article and
Nah, parts of Jersey City are nice.
it's gorgeous, but I remember walking into Jersey City. I told Benji, I don't remember seeing this many white people in Jersey City in my life. I thought I was in Hoboken.
Yeah.
What they're doing is they gentrify the area, make it a very like a prominent area. They'll make all the people leave, but then they're gonna smush the hood into an area, and that's what they're doing.
A concentrated
Exactly,
area.
they're concentrating where the hood is, and hopefully they kill themselves off. That's basically what's happening here. Like you can't tell me, like you said, on an area like that. This how you know nobody's moving into them fucking apartments and their tax write-offs. You got. If you look at the ads, they say you get no deposit and a month free.
And they giving away free flat screen.
And you get a flat screen and you get a referral fee just to get people in the building.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Crazy part is
saying?
people are actually moving into those apartments. They may not be like
'Cause they don't know no
extremely
better.
filling up, But it's people. I know people who live in them apartments.
But they don't know better at the
Drug
same
dealers.
time. But at the same time, yeah,
Shout out to them.
Shout out to
right? Shout out to the
boys.
drug. Shout out to the dope boys. But at the same time, do those dope boys know how to make their illegal tender legal tender? You know what I'm saying? How to flip that so that they can get out of what they doing, so that could turn into a real business. And then when somebody goes to do their audit, now all that money that they put into it is gone. It's all illegal money. So what the fuck you saying to me?
I'm
It's
focused,
funny,
man.
people, like people from those hoods will move into those apartments in those hoods because they conditioned into being in a certain area.
Exactly.
they're
That's
like,
where
oh
your
shit, this is
neighborhood
nice.
There's a level of community
and
to the
it's
hood.
nice in the it's fake nice in the inside. So I've been hanging out here all my life. I can move into. I can afford it, but to me, that mentality is just crazy.
But
because
you
why
know what
fuck
the
would you
thing
wanna
is
pay that living
too?
here?
Exactly. But you know what I think? Like you said, the key word is conditioning. Because there's
That's
a
just
certain
our
level of
fucking society in general,
Yes.
though, because we're conditioned. We're like, oh, that's the price? Okay, we'll pay that. No.
Yes.
That's why, like, the people before us, they fucking try to haggle and negotiate. Because,
Exactly.
like back in the day, it used to be the barter system. Like, oh, I'll give you all these goats for whatever, like, your fields of corn and shit.
And that's the thing people don't realize is that there's a sense of community to the hood. When you live in the hood, you understand it. When your mom is working full time and she's working 2-3 full-time jobs and you coming home from school, your neighbor might be watching you. They watch you go in the house and you in your house by yourself, but there's somebody watching you.
Yeah.
Or if you're coming from your car, everybody knows you live on this block. So if somebody parked on this block that's not supposed to be there, they're gonna make sure you get to your house safely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's
community.
there's a community to it. And when you have generations of people living in this community, people don't want to leave. Like you said, they're conditioned that this is where my friends are. This is where my family is. Now, it may not look that nice, but it's ours.
Right.
So when they have an opportunity to stay in the area that they want to be, and they can have a nice unit that, you know what, we don't have to chill outside on the block. Y'all could come upstairs to my apartment and we could have some nice air conditioning and we could feel comfortable and we got some nice space. They're willing to give anything for that because they also don't have the resources to teach them what they can be doing with their money so that they can buy that community and give that to themselves. You know? You got people giving, like our mayor giving, Ben Patterson giving fucking contracts to these assholes coming in from wherever the fuck doing fucking news programs talking about how much we ain't shit, but he want to buy property here though. It's foul. It's
They
foul.
wanna come shoot movies over here.
You know what I'm saying?
Videos and shit.
All kind of shit.
But what the fuck do they be doing with that money they be getting for that shit? Because I know
It goes
you
in
ain't
their
letting these
pockets.
people coming over here shooting. You ain't letting Steven Spielberg come over here and shoot no movie for free.
Exactly. But that brings me into Bloomberg into this conversation in terms of the presidential candidates because I want fuck Bloomberg. This getting back to what we were saying is so important because I'm seeing a lot of black people, and it's fucking pissing me off. There's a lot of black people that are fucking supporting Bloomberg, and I don't get it. A lot of our brothers and sisters were getting knocked into cars, knocked into walls, getting locked up simply for walking down the street because of this motherfucker. And now he's out here going to churches, telling y'all he done been changed by the Lord and giving a big ass donation to y'all and giving donations to y'all community organization. Now he's a changed person.
Get the fuck out my face.
He's Trump Jr., but he's running as a Democrat.
He's been a
so he can run
Republican, an
against him.
independent, and a Democrat.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Trump was too. He was a Democrat and then he was a Republican. They go where the money flows, and I get it. But
exactly.
it's
But are
it's
you
not
gonna really get
right.
the result? Are you gonna really get the result you're looking for?
like, no.
So-
with neither of them.
Yeah. So
They're
like,
going to pay off all the pharmaceutical companies.
Hello.
It's just going to continue to be
Hello.
what it is.
So talking about him, I wanted to bring him up because he, for one, if you guys don't know about the '94 crime bill, do yourself a favor and look it up. That is a bill that was systematically made to oppress minorities. They will tell you that that's not the case, but that's basically what it was. They concentrated the authority into minority areas to try to quote unquote relieve crime because that's where it was. But that wasn't the case. And I mean, granted, these things are happening there, but there's a lot more to it. So a lot of these people were affected by this bill. And Bloomberg saying like, oh, my bad. I didn't know that's what was happening when people were protesting in New York for years. So he got, not only did he put a $430 million into advertisements and all kind of shit. Like, he's fucking, I told you, flat tummy tea, he paying people for memes to post shit about him. $150. You want to get it for $150? You post shit about him and delete it. So he got
Why
them.
you gotta delete it though?
I mean, cause we don't really fuck with him, but we broke. We want the money now. Hello.
Wow, that's
I thought
humble.
about it for a second when I said $150. That's half my car note.
Flat tummy tea don't work.
Bitch. Shit, I gotta have a body for that. I don't got enough booty for that shit.
Yo, they ain't paying us. Don't talk about that shit.
Right? So, he got the Democratic convention to change the rules so he could finally be on the debate. And we want y'all to hear a little bit of what Elizabeth Warren had to say. I know you don't fuck with Elizabeth Warren like that,
That's
Tara,
the one
but
with the ether beat.
y'all.
I don't hate Elizabeth Warren. Like, I actually enjoy Kate McKinnon on SNL when she plays Elizabeth Warren. It's fucking hilarious.
All right, but give you guys a little taste of what we talking about here so you guys can get an idea.
I'd like to talk about who we're running against. A billionaire who calls women fat broads and horse-faced lesbians. And no,
Bars.
I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Mayor Bloomberg. Democrats
Fuck Bloomberg.
When she was going in.
If we have a nominee who has a history of hiding his tax returns, of harassing women, and of supporting racist policies like redlining and stop and frisk.
Bloomberg stood there stone-faced as one continued to tear into him.
Alright, so to give y'all a little bit of what happened, Elizabeth Warren kind of ethered Sir Bloomberg. What they were talking about is the redlining, which is, if y'all don't know what redlining is, that's basically, it sections off where you live at in your community, and it designates what kind of resources you get to your community. That's if the trash get picked up, if your plumbing is taken care of, if your slum ass landlord is doing what he's supposed to be doing. They were sectioning off and redlining so that these areas weren't given the proper resources, and Bloomberg was for the shits. It took for the Obama their
Candidacy?
Yeah, their administration. That's the word I was looking for. The Obama administration did a test to prove to him that, look, this is not working, and it's disproportionately affecting your minority communities. So they came in and was like, "Alright, bro, you wildin', like this is not the wave." And homie was like, "Nah, but what y'all talking about? But we chilling out here, we trying to
Slipping
lower
them some money. He's just like,
you ain't see how many donations we give. We like fried chicken and we keep hot sauce in our bag. Come on, y'all."
he pulled a Hillary.
Right? So, what happens? They proved the exact opposite. You guys can look it up. It's online. Do yourself a favor on Google. And he was forced to end that stop and frisk as well. All of that stuff goes into this particular election because now this motherfucker wants to be president. Like, y'all, I'm gonna ask y'all.
Damn, he makes fucking Biden look good.
Yo, I'm gonna ask y'all a real question. Y'all meet somebody, right? And they whole family don't fuck with them. Ain't you gonna look at them a little funny?
Word is what you be doing.
Right?
Your whole
Now,
family? Like, at
y'all
least,
know-
I always think, like, a cousin will fuck with me.
Right.
You know, like something.
Somebody.
Right? So y'all see how we were just talking about during the break that for Bloomberg, we don't see a lot of commercials in this area. Why y'all think that is? I'm in North Carolina this past week and I'm seeing
We don't give
signs
a fuck.
everywhere for him. Cause we don't fuck with him. He from here and we don't fuck with
You
him.
said $430 million worth of advertising.
Child.
Like, I ain't seen shit.
Nope.
So if your family don't fuck with you, why the rest of the country won't fuck with you? You know what I'm saying?
Money.
I think that's important to highlight because he's pandering to blacks right now. He's trying to make it look like he's gonna be the Trump savior because he knows a lot about Trump. And I don't know if y'all seen the tweets. He was giving all the shade, y'all. He was like, yeah, your friends make fun of you behind your back, and you were trying to keep up with me, but I'm richer than you are. You don't make shit.
This is the thing I can't fuck with. Like, why is this part of the election? I hate this shit.
Exactly.
You're a fucking politician. Like, keep...
Exactly. good
Twitter.
point.
I don't want the person that's running our country to be like petty on Twitter. Like, nah, leave it to Nicki and Meek. That's
Right.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
And that's Trump's favorite shit to do.
You know what I'm saying?
like,
Love to
I
get
don't
on
fuck with
fucking
this.
Twitter
Like, get
and sound
off.
like a 13-year-old fucking girl.
Like, you gotta keep to your issues and what's important. So, like,
You're the president of our country. You don't have time to tweet. Get the fuck out of here.
Talk
Right?
about
Don't you
it.
got something to do? Shouldn't you be somewhere fixing a
Nah.
fucking situation?
He too busy fucking porn stars that say his dick look like a mushroom.
That's just nasty.
Yo, Stormy
I can't even
Daniels.
get that fucking vision out my head.
It was crazy. I seen on some
Remember that
video on
statue?
YouTube.
Did you see the statue that people were putting out of Trump? It was like a naked statue of him.
Ew.
Like,
Yo,
it was a long time
that's
ago.
bad.
I like how other places be having their parades and shit, and they be having some fucked up ass flute
Right.
with him on it.
Yeah.
I saw one. I don't know where it was at, and they had like a dick going in and out of his mouth.
Oh my god.
I was like, yo, they be disrespecting
Yo, the best
him.
shit that
That
I
is
seen. I seen some
unbelievable,
late
man.
night show. I forget which one it was, but Stormy Daniels was.
This was his statue,
She was being.
yo. This shit is crazy.
Yo, let me see.
Like, they make his fucking dick look like a
Because it
fucking
probably
micro.
really looked like that.
Wait, look at that shit.
Look at
Yo,
that
they
shit.
make dicks that little. I went to a new beach one
They
time,
make
and the guy's
dicks that
dicks was that
little?
little.
That
is
I didn't
unbelievable,
think that
man.
was possible.
You
but
mean like
apparently-
God makes dicks that look?
Yeah, like, yo, I went to a new beach and homie's
Yeah, he
balls was
fucked up
bigger
for
than his
doing that,
dick.
too.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, I didn't even know that was possible.
They make dicks that little.
Yo,
Make 'em like
That's
that.
the name of the episode.
right?
They made dicks that
But like I said, so on the late night show, they got Stormy Daniels getting interviewed, and they had like a little plaque of different shapes of dicks,
Tara
and
is
she
so
said
thankful
which
about
one,
it.
right? They said point to the one that looks most like this
They
nigga's
make
dick.
dicks that little. Like, you can go to the store and
just-
just be like, I need the smallest dick.
I don't know. I feel like that shit got attached. I don't think how. But why would your balls be that big and your dick that little? I don't understand. I was confused.
It's a
He was
fact,
like
though,
6
'cause it's
foot.
really
Yeah, hate
I
to
thought
see
tall
it.
people had big dicks.
It's
You
really
hate
niggas
to
out
see
here
it.
like that, bro.
You hate to see it.
Thank God I've never had personal encounters.
You
that
know
were
what the
that
thing
bad.
is? Because we keep reproducing with those people, and then they make more children with those.
They do.
It just like, stop. Don't reproduce with those people, and we won't have the fucking genes.
Yo, not for nothing. I feel like some people should get a psych test before they reproduce. Look at Trump's sons.
Right? Yo,
Yo.
Eric Trump, scary looking man. He looks like Hannibal Lecter.
Who was that? It was a picture.
Thank God his
It's
daughter's
some,
little
some
pretty.
people in the White House or something, and they had the 2 daughters that were standing there with the bangs.
Bruh.
Oh,
Y'all know what I'm
Ivanka?
talking about?
No,
No, look it up. It's not
What they
Trump's
look like
daughters.
them,
It's
like them
another
scary
politician.
twins from that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know what politicians whose daughters those are.
Child.
But them little girls look fucking. They creep me. That picture is creepy as hell. And they got them fucking bangs that stop in the middle of your forehead.
I'm telling you,
Who
yo.
Look
allowed
like
this?
they ready to just bite somebody. I don't like kids that look like they'll bite you.
No.
Not dead ass though. Like there's mad people. They kids look like they bite. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all remember that picture of Cardi? Yo, she looked like she bite.
She look like she bite. And her,
She
you saw
did
her
look like
fucked up her teeth for it before she got
Yo.
the fix.
Y'all
So
notice
when
she got
was a
her
kid,
nose
they
done
probably
too?
wasn't right.
Y'all notice she got her nose done?
She did.
Whoever did her work did good.
Oh my
Cause
God.
like it's a little thinner. Like she don't got the little bubble at the bottom. Like you know, like most like she used to
Yeah, but
have.
I feel like she also had like a. There was
She had like a little
something
hump
going
on
on in
her.
the
Yeah, but
I couldn't
her
find
nose
it.
is like nice and refined.
Oh, I put twins in the White House.
Another title, Twins in the White House.
Twins in the White House.
Y'all gonna make me pee myself, chill.
Politician twins in the White House. I don't know.
Twins with
Oh,
bangs.
yo, nah, fam, they look like. They look, yeah, I
They
think
have like
so.
pink dresses on or something.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that sounds scary.
They look like they need to be like the Omen or something.
Yes, look at them little creepy looking little motherfuckers.
What the fuck? And they mom like that too.
Look at that.
That's Pence kid.
That is Pence.
Yo,
That's his wife?
No.
You know what they say
Is
about
that-
Pence though, right?
I think that's his one.
They say that Pence he be scared to be with be around women by himself without his wife.
Why? Cause he a pedophile?
I don't know, he probably is. You know,
I think he's gay.
He's from the KKK. I know
I think
that.
he's gay, honestly. Like, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Listen, I'm gay. But I think because he wants people to be fucking electrocuted if they're gay.
Oh, he
like,
probably is gay.
Somebody electrocuted his ass. They sent him to Christian camp to reform him.
he likes that shit.
Right?
And he, I don't
Oh,
know.
Pence like it in the booty.
And he calls his wife mom. Like,
Isn't that fucking weird?
that's fucking
And that's his
weird,
wife in the
man.
picture.
I mean, I call my man Zaddy, but that's different.
That's why people want to fucking impeach fucking Trump, and you want this guy?
Yo,
I'm gonna keep
like,
Trump.
for real, I'm like, at least keep him
Honestly,
dumb and
he's the lesser of
ignorant.
evil.
I'm like, I don't want you smart and ignorant, nah, because you
Like,
know how to
where
work
did they
around shit.
meet? Where did they meet? At like a KKK? Like,
They met at a KKK rally.
She looks like really older than him, but I don't know.
And they kids look
She looks
scared.
real upset here.
I don't know.
A disappointing woman for them.
I do not know.
It's like I don't even want to be here. Fucking Mike.
Right? Well, see, that's what happens when. But see, that's what happens when your parents don't care about you. At least, like, moving on to when we were talking about Dwayne Wade, at least he cared about his kid. He trying to give his kid a chance. Everybody, Boosie over here mad as hell.
Who's snoring,
Benji. No, Benji done fell asleep to the podcast. Our melodic voices.
That mean we behind
He'll be getting naughty and shit.
Oh my god. I mean, we about to hit 2 hours.
I know. We wrapping up though. We got through most of everything. I mean,
But I was just letting it roll, but I'm like, I'm hearing, what am I hearing? And then I'm
right?
like, someone is snoring.
Back there getting
The
that.
tranquil sounds of Untamed Gems.
Those are them gems right there.
But yeah, yo, thank God for Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union actually giving a shit about their child. Because, like,
Honestly,
shit.
I feel like they're icons at this point, just because, like, all the movies she was in, and then, like, he was a great, I think he was a good player.
Yeah.
Like, he was out here, right?
And I really respect what they're doing with their daughter right now.
Oh yeah, like
That's
I
fucking
feel
dope
like
the
they're
way
not
they're going about
prying.
it.
Yeah, they're not prying at all. They're kind of just letting her
Figure it out.
choose what she wants.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if she was younger, it'd be different. Like, you know, maybe step in and you're like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But she seems really intelligent. Like she's smart as fuck.
But what I respect is, I mean, I get where people come from that she's 12. You know, and that's that middle age where, like, they know but they don't know. So I can understand people questioning a little bit, but,
you need
like,
to hear her talk.
yeah, no, she's extremely
mature.
intelligent. But what I like
and
about
mature.
her parents is that they took the time to educate themselves. Because I would imagine, I mean, I'm not a parent, but I would imagine that that's a really uncomfortable place to be. I mean, I know, like, my parents, I always grew up a very masculine female. And, like, I ain't gonna lie, there was a point when I was a kid that I was like, I felt more like a boy than a girl. Like, on some real shit, you know? Because I identified more with men than women.
I felt the same way. Yeah, exactly. I grew up with boys, and like I was always around boys, so like I had the same kind of like sense of humor with them.
That's where I felt
And
comfortable.
I never like, I don't know, I never like vibed with certain girls about certain things because they would talk about like just like irrelevant shit that I didn't really care about. But yeah, I mean, but there wasn't a time where I'm like, I hate my body and I need to like cut it off.
Yeah.
So I can't speak from that place.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to feel really shitty. If I was born as a dude, I mean, I don't know if I would hate my body. I'd probably just be slinging dick all over
Right?
the place.
Like,
But the thing is, like, I mean, I can't say because I'm not in that place.
But I guess
I
what
don't
I
have
can
that
say is just from the respect of where the parents stand. Because, I mean, my parents were old-fashioned with that. My parents are very Christian, so my parents didn't really know what to do with it. I remember being in high school and my parents asking me if I was gay. And I'm like, I don't identify as gay and there's nothing wrong with it. All my friends were gay at the time, but I just feel more like a masculine female. I like men, but, you know, this is just who I am. So my parents didn't really know how to rationalize it because they were like, yo, she like wearing sneakers and Timbs and wearing clothes that's too big. Like, and it was more, I feel like it was more the perspective of not necessarily that I was going to, like, like something that was not quote unquote of the norm. It was like, how hard will her life be if that's her choice, you know? And it was a matter of like, okay, rationalizing that, like, oh, if she is gay, maybe I won't have grandkids or children. Maybe she won't feel like that's something that she should be doing. Like, I could get that side of it. But what I appreciate about her parents, is that they took the time to say, okay, this isn't about us. This is about her and how she feels. And if she feels like that, let's explore this. She might turn 18 and be like, okay, maybe it was a phase, or maybe I was misinformed, or maybe I didn't understand what I was feeling. Maybe I might identify as something different. You know? But at least allow her to explore that and give her the education to make an educated decision. Like they said they spoke to people that were on Pose and on different arenas.
Like on that medication, what is it called? Is it called
like the test that we're taking? No, testosterone's for men. They're taking estrogen for women. But like they were able to explore those things and kind of get an idea, like, you know, what will she experience, and be able to prepare her for that and let her make her own decision. Because at the end of the day, like, your kids come from you, but they're not you. You know,
facts. But the thing is, also, it does do something to their brain. So I feel like there should be an age thing, because there is like
I wouldn't want to put a 12-year-old on hormones. That sounds crazy, because they're not even fully developed at that point.
But you
don't know how that affect their development.
It's the weird situation, because then you can't go back.
Yeah.
Because when they're going through puberty, that's like the prime time to do it. It's a sad situation, and it's just there's just a weird line that I feel I feel like we aren't there yet.
Because I saw something while I was looking up all this, saw something during the week where there was like a study where apparently you can take a drug that'll halt your puberty to give transgender kids a chance to kind of figure out, do they want to experience puberty or not.
But it messes up your brain.
Exactly. And that's my concern, because I'm like, I don't see anything wrong with the kid exploring.
These chairs are ass.
I'm trying to get.
I'm about to take a bath break in a second.
We need to get some fucking cushions for these chairs.
We're gonna hook it up. We're gonna
get you some IKEA cushions out here.
Yes.
You know, I don't got no butt, so I need a little.
Same.
I need
my shit is rocking.
Support facts.
Right? And while I mentioned DR, I don't want to forget, shout out to DR right now with all the protests that are going on over there.
Like, recap it just real quick, like a minute.
Just to give, because I know we already touched on politics, so I don't want to go too deep again. But right now, what's going on in DR is the country is protesting, and we've got a bunch of protests going around the world. UK, New York, Florida, Puerto Rico. There's a lot of different places. Right now, they're having issues similar to what we're having in this country with election tampering. They had an election. Within 4 hours of the election, their not only was their election system faltering, where they weren't getting proper readings, they lost power on the island. And they're getting no explanation. So the people have taken it upon themselves to demand an answer, just like they did in Puerto Rico with the governor. They're exercising their right and saying, "Look, you guys represent us," and they're really trying to get a resolution there so that they can eliminate some of the corruption out there. And I just want to send my love and prayers out to them and what they're doing. And I wish you guys success and justice.
That's really brave of them.
It is, and I wish motherfuckers would do that shit here.
Out here, because it's sad. Because like honestly, we've lost like our voice as the people. Because it's like we are the people. They are representing us. They work for us. Like we pay them with our taxes. So we need to like fucking get out there and do something.
Take what's yours.
Exactly.
Just the same way you would with anything else. If it's yours, go get it.
We need to take the power back. I mean, don't go out there and do violence. We need to get out there and vote and just...
Yeah, you need to be strategic and use your mind. Your mind is more powerful. They say the mind is more powerful than the sword.
Exactly. Like,
so we definitely want to do that. But yeah, like I said, I want to just make sure we show DR some love right now with everything they're going through. And next podcast, I want to definitely make sure I give you guys an update on what's happening out there, because right now our news is not talking about it.
And like y'all be out there fucking on vacation and shit.
Know what I'm saying?
Next month.
Know what I'm saying? Be careful. But
don't drink the juice.
Know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're all people of color. The only difference from Africa to here is a boat stop. So, know, we need to support our brothers and sisters of color out there, and them fighting for their rights. So definitely want to show them love. But back to what we were saying about Dwayne Wade's daughter, like you said, it's just about, like, the main thing about it is being able to use your own mind and use your own resources. You shouldn't have anybody telling you who you need to be. You should be able to figure that out and be treated fairly in the process, you know? So that's really dope to them. And Boosie, Lord, y'all heard what Boosie asked them did?
Boosie don't be giving a fucking...
Yo, Boosie said, don't cut his dick off now, y'all. Nobody said nothing about that baby dick going nowhere. He barely got a sachicha.
Yeah.
Leave him alone, or her alone.
That's
rather.
one thing
Sorry.
with, like, these
I need to correct
uber, like,
myself.
toxic masculinity dudes. Like, why are you thinking about his dick? Like, relax. That's none of your business. That's not
Boosie need to worry about his own badass kids. I told y'all niggas.
Boosie got mad kids. He don't
I
wanna
told
be-
y'all niggas he coming home today.
Oh, my God.
And then his other kid, my daddy said what he said. Y'all won't say that shit to our face. My nigga, you not saying that to nobody's face either. You on Twitter. But, yeah.
You know, people try to stay relevant and they want to get in the conversation. Like, who gives a fuck about... Like, I'm saying, like, people know who Dwayne Wade is. Like, if you go ask somebody else who is Lil Boosie, like, the majority of the people are going to know who Dwayne Wade is over him. Is
The
what I'm
majority
saying.
of people know Lil Boosie just got out of jail not too long ago.
Exactly. So who you gonna respect more?
You know what I'm saying? But we've kind of hit everything that we were going to talk about today. Oh! Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my God!
I still can't believe y'all even showed me that shit.
Okay, while you explain that, I'm a little pee real quick because I already
We
saw the video.
apologize, but you guys really need to check out the video. It's on Pornhub. Sonic the Hedgehog. It's crazy, honestly.
It really is.
These people went out of their way. They really did.
They did.
The production of this Pornhub
The game
film.
in the beginning and everything. It's just like, wow.
It's, you know, I just respect the art of it, honestly. Because they really went ham. And this person committed to the character. And, I mean, I just respect the art.
Yeah.
I respect all, what's it called? All sex work and whatever you gotta do to make a buck, man. We're out here.
Gotta do what you gotta do to get that money.
Hey, get that money.
If that's what you like, then that's what you like.
I mean, it actually looks better than the first trailer that they put out for Sonic the Hedgehog, whatever. But, it still is a little, like, I don't know, traumatizing. Because you're just like, what is going on?
Yo.
Because this bitch really got, like, a Sonic wig on. And,
She
like,
really do. A face and everything. It looks crazy.
and, like, dyed her pubes blue. Like,
She
you
did?
guys,
I didn't see
yes,
that.
I didn't know
yes,
that word.
yes.
Yo, the whole intro to it is her running like she's Sonic the
Yeah.
Hedgehog ass
It's
naked.
wild. It's wild. But, like, they can't even kiss because, like, she has, like, a little, like, Sonic
ass schnoz.
nose.
And she got a
Schnoz.
blue dildo too.
Yeah.
It's just too much, the whole shit.
Eventually, we're gonna be on Pornhub, but, like, this shit is hilarious. Wait.
Did she really for her pubes are blue?
Wait, oh shit, I hit the mic. I'm trying to find her pubes because, like, this shit is just ridiculous. Them shits are blue,
Wait,
Hold on.
what?
yeah.
I didn't see that.
She fucking
It is
committed to
blue.
this shit.
That's commitment.
She
Like, that's
committed
job
to it.
dedication.
I'm not telling you guys to watch this because it's, like, they definitely, like, I don't know. This was all acting, I feel like. There was no actual, like, coming or orgasming in this
But
film.
what I want to know is, who is jerking off to that? I want to know who was like, ooh, Sonic
it's
the
somebody.
Hedgehog.
I
my
mean,
dick
more
is
than
one
so
person out there.
hard.
The person that
Jerking
sent
off
me
to
the
that.
video, I'm pretty sure they probably, like, they fucked with it. The person that sent me the video definitely.
It's like, ooh, she got a blue nose. Like,
Shout out
let
to
me get
Jermaine.
some blue balls.
I hope he's listening right now.
My boy.
Hey.
Thanks for the content, buddy.
But yeah, guys, go check it out because I mean, if you're not gonna go see the movie, at least watch this. It's free. It's free.
At least Sonic doesn't look as creepy as he did in the first
That's what I
trailer.
said.
That shit
I'm
was
like,
crazy.
she's actually less creepy than the first fucking.
They fixed it, right?
Animation.
For real, thank
yeah.
God. Yeah, sorry guys, I missed that part because I was having the pee that never ended just now. That was the longest.
This is the pee that never ends.
Dead ass, yo. Like you know when you.
I felt the same way when I went. I think
Yo,
it's
you
the
know you use
seltzer.
the bathroom and like you're peeing, you're like, yo, it shouldn't take this long.
It's definitely the seltzer though because it's legit like water with alcohol. So we're just like being mad hydrated. But anyway, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah,
Follow us.
a good episode, guys. Before we wrap up, we want to show some more love. It is we just passed the 20th anniversary of Big Pun's passing. An icon to the hip hop community. To those Puerto Ricans like me, y'all know how much he means to us. He was our first real view of what that looked like in the hip hop community with somebody that could really spit. That nigga spitting. So yeah, we want to definitely show some love to his family. And I don't know if y'all have heard of his son. Yo, Big Pun's son. I don't understand why
Is
he's not
he
on radio.
Little Pun?
He's not
Or
Little
Pun
Pun.
Jr.?
He actually doesn't have a name Pun at all. I'm really mad that I can't remember his
Whack.
name right now. But he's fire.
Missed opportunity right there.
Okay, in post-production, I'll make sure to insert his name somewhere. But
You're just gonna be like, blah blah blah.
yeah, basically, where Tara says blah blah blah, it's gonna be his name.
Fuck out my
But
face,
anyway,
bitch.
he's fucking fire, fuego. So do yourself a favor and like go down to the Bronx and take a picture with Pun or something on like a mural or some shit. There's tons of them.
I was like, take a picture with him, but like,
There's
isn't
a
he?
mural somewhere
Was he
with
buried?
Pun's face on it.
It is somewhere. I'm not sure where. It's in New York somewhere.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in the Bronx.
What borough is he from? Like Queens or Nah, definitely not Man. The Bronx.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's from the Bronx.
Shout out to the Bronx.
Yeah.
One more Black History fact for the month.
Yeah.
I think February 24th is the 20th anniversary of Back That Ass Up.
Yeah.
Everybody better get their
And that's
fucking
also
knees
Kobe's
together.
Memorial Day, so that's a very important day in Black history. And before I leave, we touched on my birthday a little bit, but I want to give a special shout out to my family. My family's so cute, y'all. I went to North Carolina and they gave me a surprise party.
Oh, that was nice.
Like they had.
was your 30th though?
Yeah, but like my parents drove down from Jersey to North Carolina to have a party that they could have had at their house. So that was like mad dope of them. I loved it. And like we was backing our asses up all weekend getting high and shit with my wild ass cousins. And shout out to my little nephew CJ with his Washington Carver project. He was killing that shit. You know what I mean? Black excellence, but that's it. That's it.
Go buy some fucking buttercream.
Yeah, moisturize your ashy ass fucking.
For real.
Butt cheek.
Before you back that ass up, wax that ass with that body boudoir.
I ain't some of that.
You know, you look like shit. What's your secret?